Hello, everybody. Guess what I've got today that I didn't have before? You guessed it. I have a microphone. I have a microphone that's working again. So that's nice. We managed to figure out and fix the good microphone, so we should be back online with good sound quality today. Please let me know if this is coming through like it should, or if it's not, or whatever. We still got things to fix. Let me know. We'll put the Lightsaber screen up here to try to motivate people to do that here at first. We got both ends of the spectrum. I see a couple players saying, "Hey, I'm ready to start my first GAC," and then Griff chimes in and he's like, "I got to get my Ki-Adi-Mundi to set Relic 7 before GAC." It's like completely the other end of the field. Going for Kyber 1 versus going for Carbonite 1. Mike is much better. Nice. Yeah. Sorry about that last time, guys. That was... I figured out what the problem was, though. It had to do with the cord coming into the bottom of my mic. It was plugged in enough to give me power to the mic and make it look like everything was working, but apparently it was not quite snug enough to get the actual audio connection. So I don't think I would have found that while I was monkeying around with it on stream, but we found it. What division will your accounts start in? Well, the main will start in Kyber 2 or I don't know, Kyber 3 or 4. I'm at 6 million. I don't know if I still have that post up anywhere. I don't think I still have that post up. But my main account will start in Kyber. My alt account will start in, I believe, Bronzium 4. Moving up to Chromium requires 4 fleets. So I've got this idea that if I actually make it up into Chromium, I'm still okay, because I can put all of my best defenses in front of fleets, put down 2 garbage fleets, and then have my 2 good fleets for offense and hold my own, like at the very bottom of Chromium. I could probably hold on without being the bottom 10%. But it would be early. I feel like I would lose a lot of those matchups. So I'm hoping to play at least a couple rounds in Bronzium before I pop myself up to Chromium. And I feel like if you win all the time, you're just going to go on this climb where you'll very quickly end up going up divisions to stay with the people at the same skill rating as you. And you'll get to the point where you're winning and losing half of your games. So I don't want to go 2-1 and then the next round go 1-2 and then 2-1 and 1-2. That's 50%. So I want to try to figure out if there's a way to manage to keep reliably doing 2-1 rounds without outpacing yourself. Because again, the initial calculations, it looks like getting those rewards for top 4, whether it's first or actually second through fourth, looks fine to me. It feels like you're going to get enough gear and crystals and rewards and stuff through that second through fourth place that's going to be a real desirable spot to land. So that's what we're going to do. All right, let's catch up on chat over here. Holy cow, that's a lot of chats. Nice. DL, it's interesting to see how everyone or most everyone thinks they will do better in the new Grand Arena format. At least half will do worse. What are your thoughts? I think the people who win in Grand Arena are going to go into the new system, and within the first, let's say, month's worth of GACs, they're going to have a very winning record. If you used to go 9-3 in your Grand Arena, I imagine you're going to go in and you're going to go 9-3 or better. Because now there's going to be, remember, some higher level accounts are going to start sliding down. Second month in, I think people are going to do the same. It's going to be, quite a good winning streak. And then I think about the third month, is where those people who did a lot of winning are going to have a high skill rating, and they're going to be starting to pair it up against people with high skill rating that have climbed to the same level they are, and they're going to have a 6-6 season, and they're going to go, wait, what? Like I always win. I always get 12-0. I always get 9-3 is a bad season for me. You're going to rise to the level where you get 6-6, right? Unless we find some way to manage that rise. I feel like within 3 seasons, you may find it hard to maintain that winning record. So yeah, I think people who win a lot, when they go into this new format and feel like they're going to win a lot, they're going to be, because they're going to be playing now against the teams that don't that don't play, that just auto deploy, and those teams will be sliding past. So everybody's going to get a free win here and there as they slide by those teams. But if skill rating carries over from one to the next, and I don't know, I didn't get a chance to follow up on everything from the second yet, but if those teams just never carry a skill rating, once you've won a couple matches, you'll never fight those teams. They'll just be paired up against other teams that don't play, and those accounts will just drop, and you won't even see them. They'll just be paired up against each other and over in the corner somewhere. And the players that are actively playing, like I said, after a couple rounds, you're going to be up against people. And if you're a really good player with a really good account, it just means that you're going to cycle up in those first 2 seasons. And, let's say, take myself for an example and brag and say, okay, I'm pretty good at Grand Arena. After 2 rounds of that, my 2.1 million account might start getting matched up against 3.5 million accounts. And even if it's a poorly built 3.5 million account, it's gonna be hard for me to beat, because they can just put more. They can just put down more teams than I've got. They've got twice as much galactic power, and there's going to come a point where I just don't have enough stuff to beat it. And yeah, so within a certain amount of rounds, you can expect to go 6-6. The whole thought process I have now is, how do I manage this so I can go 8-4 and constantly get those 2-1 victories that'll put me in the good rewards at the end of the week. All right, cheers for the new mic. Mic is much better. Nice. Okay. Crystal clear. Nice. Placebo fans here. Apollos, apologies, says he's a newer player. He's one of the guys that said he's at 500K and he's looking to join his first GAC. I've been watching the streams for months. Began August 1st. Did a lot of research. Your guys helped a lot, but I tweaked stuff and trying to be original. That's fantastic. I couldn't ask for anything more than that, you know? That's what I've always hoped, that people would see the guides as kind of a guideline, a structure. And if you want to do something different within that structure and kind of make it your own and do your own thing, that's fabulous. That's fantastic. I love it. Love the content, DL. Thanks. Yeah, cool. I need to set up my team still. Yeah, I gotta do that today. That's what we're gonna be working on. Any roster today? Yeah, we're gonna work on rosters, definitely. Blame the cat for the cable issue. I got a picture of him. I went to bed one night, and as I was passing by the table that's out in our hallway, he was like just splattered out on the floor, chilling like nothing mattered. And he tore the lamp off the table and knocked it over and unplugged it. And he's just like laying there on top of this destroyed lamp like, yeah, check this out. Look what I did. You know, not even ashamed of it. So I took a picture before I cleaned it up. It's pretty funny. Destroyer of lamps and house plants. That cat can jump, though, guys. I'm telling you, I've never seen a cat that can jump like this cat can jump. Like he's still in kitten mode, and I think by the time he's a full-grown cat, if his jump continues at the same ratio, it seems to me like as a full-grown cat, he's going to go straight from the floor to the top of the refrigerator. I think this cat's going to be able to jump like 6 feet in one jump. It's insane. This cat's insane. Talking about the cat. If you could do a chill stream every time I'm about to start making dinner on Saturday, that would be great. Nice. Placebo fan says his placement will be Erodium 4. That's pretty good placement, yeah. Have you used any of the Omicron mats yet? No, I've not. I'm still sitting on them. I feel like Qui-Gon Jinn gets them on both accounts, though, right? I mean, it's a Grand Arena based Omicron. It's a good Omicron. It fits with the General Kenobi build, so you can get a Qui-Gon team. I don't know if it's going to be an offensive team for me or a defensive team. I feel like I'm going to use it on offense. It seems to me like if you can control the matchup, it's going to be super powerful. If you can't, Imperial troopers are the problem for me. So like if somebody else puts a Qui-Gon team on defense, I feel like I can just take my trooper team in there and beat it. The problem is if they have a good Qui-Gon team and also a good CLS team, then I don't know for sure what I can do, because with that Jedi team, as long as you go first and kill Qui-Gon, the other guys get supercharged, so if they get turns, it's going to be bad. But then, you can just take out the rest of the Jedi with the troopers, and they never get a turn, and then it's sad-making stuff. So I feel like if you're putting them on defense, it feels like you almost have to put a team together with Revan in it, Jedi Knight Revan, so that then it becomes really hard to kill the Qui-Gon first, because I believe that Savior will trigger, right? Savior's not considered a revive, so Qui-Gon Jinn can't be revived. We know that. But I don't think Savior is considered a revive because the character never dies in the first place, right? Isn't that the case? Oops. The first time would be reduced to 1% health. They recover 100% health and protection, gain crit hit immunity, take a bonus turn, dispel all debuffs, can't be defeated, and etc. So I feel like if you put this in a Qui-Gon Jinn team on defense, then Qui-Gon has to be killed twice. And you can build Qui-Gon a little bit tanky and just let him be the tank for the team, because the opponent's going to focus him anyway. But if you built a Qui-Gon team with Revan in it on defense, then I think it blocks out things like Jedi training Rey and troopers and stuff like that from just going first and destroying the whole team before they get a turn. So I don't know. I'm still working on trying to figure this out, and I feel like we got to catch up on chat. The fleet chat we had when you did my account review really helped me plan for success now that GP isn't as important. He's already setting up the 4 fleets. Nice, Fellhammer. That's nice. Andrew Tyler says he unlocked SLKR, just got him to Relic 7. Nice. So still working on the alt, then I'm taking it. Griff says, I'm worried for my 5.6 account in Kyber 5 with 11 teams will be a huge adjustment from previous 8. Yeah, it will be, but there's going to be so many dead accounts in Kyber that I feel like you're going to be safe for at least 2 rounds. I don't think you're even at risk of getting pushed out. R8 Mob Enforcer for the win. Yeah, some guy was posting is that you? That was posting the R8 Mob Enforcer. No, was that? Yeah, it was a Mob Enforcer. That's pretty crazy that somebody put all those resources over there, but they said it works pretty good. What's your mod score on the Darth Loquitur account? Of 3.9 or something like that. The last time I looked, 3.7. So lower than I want it for sure. Stewie the Gamer Dad, I'm 77 following the Gladiator path. Is it still the way to go, or should I switch to Techno Union or another one? Any of the paths are still fine. Any of the paths are fine. So I said in a post somewhere, and I think I may have said it online, like if you do Gladiator, you may end up at Carbonite 3, whereas with a different account at the same galactic power, you'd be at Carbonite 4. None of these paths are going to take you up immediately to, Chromium or something like that, because, again, you got to go from 3 to 5 to 7 teams, offense and defense. So you'll just go up as you build. Think of it as kind of a galactic power pressure thing, right? As you build your teams, when your teams get good enough, you'll pop up to the next level. And then as your teams get good enough, you'll go up. So you'll just keep rising up like that through the ranks. So those build paths are still true for what you want to do in the game. And if you want to do better in Grand Arena, Gladiator is going to be the best one. If you want to do better in Guild, then, I mean, the Senator kind of path is very well suited for the new Grand Arena as well. So you get both Guild and Grand Arena out of that. So the paths are still valid. I don't think the idea of building a good account has changed. You can just build more stuff in the background, and you don't have to worry about controlling your GP anymore, so that stuff doesn't matter. But yeah, the paths, I think the paths are still fine. DL versus Arnold in a few GAC seasons, imagine that. Nah, I mean, he's got like, 9 million GP on his account. There's no way my 3 Galactic Legend account at 6 million is going to face off against an account with 9 million. That's just not going to happen. Skill rating does carry over. Okay, that's nice. In theory, an easy way to stay on the same level is skipping 1 out of 4 GACs and not joining. Yeah, I don't want to do that though. I want to see if I can manage like 8 and 4 wins all the time without having to dog a GAC. And if we have to do that 1 out of 4, well, then every other 3v3 will just skip, right? And we'll just crash our rating that way. But no, I think even if you went 6 and 6, the rewards are worth playing. I don't know. It's all theory crafting right now. We have to figure it out. I liked your vid with Philosopher yesterday. Yeah, it was cool. Like just wanted to kind of talk on stream. We were just having a good conversation, and I said, you know what? Let's just make a video. Let's just chat. Get to know you a little bit and compare the game to Marvel and kind of like what he's seen since he's been over here. So yeah, I thought it was a cool little video. It's just, some content to fill it up while we're waiting on other things to happen. When I see the matchmaking in Territory War, I'm not very hopeful that CG will manage the matchmaking as planned. Hope I'm wrong. The matchmaking in Territory War, though, is not based on your guild's total GP. It's gained on, it's matched on the GP of the people that joined that particular battle. So sometimes guilds don't do a very good job of reminding people to sign up. And like if 36 people sign up out of a really strong guild, then you get paired up against, a group with accounts that are way bigger than yours. And you're at a huge disadvantage. So if they're doing it intentionally, it's sandbagging. If they're doing it accidentally, then, I mean, it's what it is. But I don't know how they're ever going to sort that out if they do it by the actual joined GP. They would have to just do it by raw guild GP. And then if your members don't join, you're the one at a disadvantage. I think that would be a better way to do it, but we'll see if they ever change it. Would you sub Qui-Gon Jinn into any of the paths? Yeah, for sure. I mean, Qui-Gon becomes a much better thing. So let's say you're doing any path. Like most of the paths contain some kind of Jedi team, and you just build Qui-Gon and stick it in there. Then yeah, it's definitely good. And I don't think you necessarily, if you're putting Jedi Knight Anakin or Kenobi into that team, then you're going to want to stick with a Galactic Republic lineup. But if you're doing some different lineup with Qui-Gon Jinn, then you can do, whatever it is. Yeah, but Qui-Gon Jinn is going to fit into just about any path now, if you care about Grand Arena. Hey, DL, with the GAC drought, the chill streams are awesome. Yeah, actually, I wasn't going to stream today, and my wife kind of gave me this look like, maybe you should stream this morning. So I was like, yeah, I can go in there. I got lots to do, so we'll just chill. When I get caught up, we'll start working on teams. Troopers can have a problem with the Kenobi tank, too, if they can't target Qui-Gon Jinn. Yeah, exactly. So let's say that a trooper team has to target Kenobi. they can't kill him until Qui-Gon is dead, and they kind of get stuck behind him. So that definitely could be a problem. But the troopers do have a couple of tools where they remove debuffs. So if you do your first big mass assist on Qui-Gon, and then you do your next ability to be able to remove the taunt from Kenobi, and then you don't crit, you just target Kenobi until you come around to another mass assist, and then kill Qui-Gon. So it's a roadblock, but it's not impossible. And the timing works out nicely, right? Because you get back right around to Piet after your mass assist from Veers. Michael Lord is here. Good afternoon. Hey, how you doing? Press the upgrade button. Oh, press the upgrade button on Revan. Woo! So tempting. Now, I don't know. We got to get 5s first, so I think he may be looking for some of the same gear as 5s is using here. I'm not for sure. We'll craft that, get that used up, and then see if the upgrade button is still on. It is. All right, so nope. See that? We used up whatever it was we used up. Put Revan off the upgrade. That's why you got to prioritize upgrading the characters that you want first and then do the rest of them later. So we'll do the same thing here. Craft this for Grievous, use up all those materials, and then, some of these other pluses disappear too. But those are the two that we're going to hit up for sure this week, Grievous and 5s. Get 5s to gear 12 for the fleet, get him to 13. So that'll definitely be in the update. Darkside says maybe me and DL will match up now. Yeah, that's the good thing, right? You got a lot more chance that good players and content creators and stuff like that are going to match up, because people with good winning records are going to be at the same skill ranking, and so you're going to get a lot more of those skilled matchups. So I think it could be good for streaming for sure. Armor with her has gotten a huge amount of holds. Armor with who? I missed something awesome. Oh, yes, that's me. Oh, so he's talking about the Relic 8 Mob Enforcer. So the armor with the Mob Enforcer has got a lot of holds. Timed out Bastila, led teams with Yoda. People underestimate the team. It's so fun. In 3v3, Zeta Maul with Troopers and Marauder slaps. Zeta Maul with Trooper and Marauder. Interesting. We could probably set up a team like that, huh? Once we get some solid data back from the first GAC, the brackets will make more sense. The next mod mastery video is dropping when? I don't know. I'm still working on it, so I'll work on it this weekend. I don't know if it'll finish this weekend, but hopefully next week we'll be able to get that next mod video. Skill rating is like ELO, not just win and loss. Opponent's skill is taken into account. I don't know that we know 100% for sure if the skill rating is just wins and losses, or if like the banners that you get are going to be your skill rating. I feel like that's what it's going to be. I feel like your total banners are going to just keep adding to your skill rating, and the more banners you collect, the higher your skill rating is going to be. Which means that if we want to manage a 2-in-1 ratio, that we can, hopefully we can frequently just, play defensively, keep our banners in check, and just constantly go 2-in-1. DL's wife tells him he should stream. She's a national treasure. That's funny, Pizza Crust. Salmonator says you might trigger Annie a few times. Yeah, if you've got Anakin and Kenobi in the team, then yeah, you could trigger Anakin for sure. Can bounty hunters counter him? I feel like bounty hunters are going to be a good method to counter, because you could target Kenobi and just do all your mass assists on Kenobi, and then use your vaporize with the Mando if you have that team built. But that does require Moff Gideon, so or at least for me, I can't get the troopers fast enough without Moff Gideon. And remember, some of these Qui-Gon Jinn teams, especially if the opponent has Ki-Adi-Mundi, let's say you can put Yoda at 340 speed. He'll get 30 speed from Qui-Gon's lead, and he'll get another 30 speed from Ki-Adi-Mundi. So you could very easily see teams with a 400 speed Yoda, and that could do some damage before the battle even starts. So if you had a team like Ki-Adi-Mundi, Yoda, Kenobi, Anakin, and Qui-Gon in the lead, that could be almost a Galactic Legend level team on defense. It's a lot of resources to throw into one team, though. I'm currently sitting with Geos where I need them to be before I can finish next gear upgrade. Is there a team or teams you suggest gearing and leveling while they're waiting? Currently building Bastila, Jolie, Jedi team. Figure out your next project. So you should always have like 3 tiers of things going on. You should always have, like, let's say, just look at the locator account here, for example. So the 3 tiers, I've got a ton of stuff in favorites, guys, right? So like everything from Sith Emperor up has the favorites tag for some reason. So there's 3 layers, right? The first layer is the character that I'm working on at relic level. So there's always something going on there. And maybe you're not at the point yet where you're working on a relic level character, but okay, let's say the highest level stuff you're working on then could be the Geos. Then there's stuff that I'm working on just for stars and gear, like this Vandor Chewbacca. He's down here. He's not something that we're working on hardcore. We're just farming him sometimes, getting some shards on him over time. And, if he stars up, if he gears up, that's fine. It's kind of a casual project. We got a bunch of characters flagged here because we're working on their ships. So like Jedi Consular is on the same node. His ship is on the node that I used to farm this Hyena bomber. So always some hard farms going on like that. And then there's just a bunch of characters that are in here that I'm willing to push the gear up button on. Treya we're willing to gear up. Bindo we're still willing to work on. Queel, Mon Mothma, all these characters here, not the ones that I'm using. These are just farm tags. But these other characters, I'm willing to upgrade. The journey guide, pick your journey that you're on, whatever journey it is. Even if you're going for SLKR in a year, right? If that's your big journey, pick that in the journey guide so that you can always go here and look. And those are the characters that you want to work on. So work on your fleet stuff first. But then behind the scenes, passively over here, you can be working on whatever your big journey is and keep working on those characters as well. So you see in my update videos now, I go to the character screen. I work up here first. Like here, I'll do Grievous and Fives first. Then I'll go to the journey guide and see if there's anybody over here that gets upgrades. And then I'll go back to characters and see what else there is that I can just go ahead and click since I've got it. So that's a little bit my method. All right. Getting lots of chats again. Holy cow. Almost finished the Xanadu blood grind. Excited to be finished, yeah. Yeah, ships just take a long time, right? Anyone had experience or success getting cheaters banned? Some Gear 9 Empire fleet keeps beating our shards. Relic Executor. Does anyone have experience or success getting cheaters banned? I gotta admit, I've never looked into that. There's some stuff on my Discord where people have talked about it before, and yeah, it's definitely something that you can ask other people that question. I don't think I've ever reported anybody, even though I think that I've faced people a couple times that have been cheating. I don't report it. I just let it go because I don't know for sure. And I know I've been accused of cheating probably, between the two accounts, there's probably been 15 or 20 times that I've been accused of cheating. There was I was on that stream with a guy named Mitch. I didn't know he was a streamer. But when I watched him back, he was basically saying there's no way that I did what I did on fleets without cheating. And people just don't understand how strong the First Order fleet really is, and that I can beat either the Negotiator or the Malevolence, I feel like, reliably with the First Order fleet. So I've probably had, between the two accounts, I don't know, somewhere between 10 and 15 messages that accused me of cheating. And I don't know. I think people get sore about losing, and they just accuse their opponents of cheating when they're not. And the Empire fleet has a really good chance against especially a Chimera fleet, because if you can get a lot of misses on your TIE fighter and generate a lot of turn meter for the Chimera, you can blow up the Houndstooth in one hit and potentially beat that team. So if it's a good enough Empire team, it may not even be cheating. It may just be straight up winning. I wish I had half your patience. Those green buttons are so tempting. Well, I have a lot less green buttons on my main account, right? So because I'm recording everything on the Loquitur account, I do everything once a week. So patience is not a thing. It's just I ignore it until I'm ready to do my weekly update. But over here on the main account, of course, what is this? Okay, somehow have the same blue stacks linked for both. What? Why? I don't understand. What's gone wrong here? Okay, guys, sorry, I'm trying to fix something here. Okay, so I don't even know what's going on over here. All right, so if we go to the main account and look, then of course there's going to be a lot less green pluses, because as the green pluses come up, I can go ahead and just activate them. So, we know what characters we're working on over here. We got Qui-Gon. You guys want to whale on Qui-Gon? I got to buy some of these. No, they're not available to whale. We could, we got the hundreds. We could do some 100 refreshes and whale on Qui-Gon. I'm not going to whale him up to gear 13, though. Don't even have mods on him. We can put the Omicron on him, though, if you guys want to see me actually put the Omicron here. We can do that. What do you guys think? You want to see me Omicron him on stream? See it? See the commitment? Stewie the Gamer Dad, Bastila, Jolie, Ahsoka, JK, Obi-Wan, GMY once unlocked. Okay, that's nice. That's a good beginner team for the Jedi, for sure. Skill rating win-loss is the sole determining factor in the matchmaking. Yeah, for the Grand Arena stuff, it's skill. But the question is whether or not that skill rating is going to be fair. The skill rating was described on forum as modern Bayesian, taking opponent's skill into account. The skill rating is just going to be how many banners. I feel like it's going to be banner generation. So the better you are at getting full clears, the higher your banners will be. And what they don't realize is that there's going to be a lot more skill, in my opinion, in throwing down monster defenses that really can't be broken, and then minimizing your banners on a win and holding your placement like that. I don't want to rise. I think that's the important difference between me and the way a lot of other people are thinking of it. I don't want to go up to the top. I don't want to try to get my Loquitur account to Kyber. I don't think that's reasonable. I think the wins and losses are going to get you better loot than just trying to rise up far. Hey, I was thinking of Qui-Gon lead that facilitates Jedi Knight Anakin bonus turns. Qui-Gon, Jedi Knight Anakin, GR trash. When the trash dies, JKA. Sort of like GG with weak droids. Yes and no, right? So if your Anakin does hit hard enough that you get that, it could definitely be a thing, right? So here's the thing. Qui-Gon, Grievous is a team that can steal banners, but it really can't hold. Qui-Gon is a team that I feel like if you play it correctly, you're going to steal banners. But more importantly, if you get the right kind of defense, you're going to pull one of your opponent's most massive offenses. So I think with Qui-Gon, it's not just about stealing some banners like it is with Grievous. You just throw him out there to steal some banners. I think with Qui-Gon, you want to build it in a way where it's good enough that your opponent's picking one of their very top teams. Whether that's a galactic legend or, maybe they have a really good trooper team, or then they have to say, okay, well, I have to save CLS or something like that to deal with this Qui-Gon Jinn team. So you want Qui-Gon with that Omicron to be pulling one of your opponent's very best offenses. So I think that becomes his role. It's not so much about stealing banners. It becomes more about how do I take away a fantastic tool from my opponent and force it onto this Qui-Gon team. In Microsoft documentation for True Skill 2, skill system information that's based on one's skill rating can change based not only on win and lose. Yeah, but again, if they do it on banners, you might have a loss with very high banners, and that still goes toward your skill rating, right? So I feel like the skill rating thing is just banners. They're going to use banners to monitor a player's skill. A player's latent skill is inferred from their individual statistics such as kill, death count, in addition to team win-loss ratios. Maybe it is. Maybe it is, guys, and we'll see. We'll see as we go into matchmaking. I don't think we have the whole answer. I got a couple do-its. Waiting for initial testing before applying the Omicron. You should do a journey of loquitur showing your growth from start to where you're at. Funny, crazy moments. You could call it the Grand Holocron. Well, I did that. I feel like I did that for both the 6-month and the 1-year reviews. Those were really, pretty much everything. All right, so let's do it then, guys. Right? Let's go ahead and do this Omicron. Let's do it. I haven't seen an Omicron that makes me want that Omicron more, and we'll get more Omicron materials in the future. Let's go take a look at Phasma. Got to put an H in that name. So hers is a GAC also, right? Oh, no, it's Territory Wars. Oh, never mind. Never mind. I thought she was also Rose Tico. Slather herself with Rancor eating stuff. While in Grand Arena, all other resistance allies gain 10% for each exposed enemy and gain 5% when a resistance ally scores a critical hit. All other resistance allies gain 10% offense. So when I look at her Omicron and I compare that to Qui-Gon Jinn Omicron, it's not even close, right? Like, it's not even close. Not even close. All right, so let's go in here for Qui-Gon and let's just slap this Omicron. Slap it on. Boom, done. Commitment made. Qui-Gon Jinn Omicron. Duh. Matthew Garcia says, I like how he wants to, but's not sure. Oh, no, I'm sure. I'm sure. I just wanted to see if there was anything that I like better at the moment. We do have Zam as well. We don't have Zam built up yet, but her Omicron is well in Grand Arenas. She gains 60% increased offense, max protection, speed. Bounty Hunter allies gain 20% of her offense. So she's just an amplifier, right? So we omicron her, and she becomes an amplifier for the damage output on the bounty hunter teams, which is saying something because there's characters already that are doing tons of damage. She might be my second omicron for the account because I do like the bounty hunters. I've got a lot of them. Django, I mean, I feel like I'm going to go ahead and do the Kenobi journey next as my next big project because I want Qui-Gon Jinn. I want the stuff around him, so we're going to go ahead and work on that. Django's part of that, so we'll get Django up. And we'll work on Zamousel, and we'll break this bounty hunter team into basically, a Mando team of some kind, and then a second bounty hunter team. And we still got bounty hunters with our Beskar armor Mando. So that's kind of what I have to try to sort out today. Rose Tico is likely intended under OG Finn lead to create a TM train. Yeah, for sure. It's not bad. And I feel like someday I'll get Rose Tico's ability. Someday. Just not now. Got to slap mods onto him, yeah, for sure. Does Qui-Gon want a speed set with offense secondaries or an offense set? What does Qui-Gon want, I think, depends a lot on how you build the team. If you build this as an offense team where you're controlling the matchup, then there's a huge array of things that'll work, and I think you just want him to hit hard, right? If you're putting him on defense, then I feel like defensive stats are actually going to be better for him. Because remember, the whole cha-cha falls apart once he's dead. Right? Like once he gets killed, the leadership ability goes away when he gets killed, right? So when he gets killed, we lose all of these juicy goodies, and the other Jedi just get the massive offense bonus, and they get a couple turns to try to finish things out, and then you're done, right? So he gets killed and goes bomb, and I don't think you want that on defense because then it's not too hard for the opponent to bring in a team that can kill Qui-Gon and then just follow up and clear out the rest of your Jedi, right? So I feel like if you're putting him on defense, you might even want him to be modded defensively. That's why I haven't even started modding him, because I don't know for sure what I'm going to do with him, you know? What First Order team would benefit from Phasma's Omicron? Leftover First Order team. I mean, you could do like a Phasma lead with Kylo Ren unmasked in it and this Red Sith Trooper in it, and a couple of the other pilots maybe or something like that, and put that on defense in Territory Wars, and have that be a thing. Or is that Territory Battles? Man, I just read it, and now I can't even remember if it's Territory Wars or Territory Battles. Ugh. Yeah, in Territory Wars. So basically, you're going to want to put her on defense, commit a couple of the good First Order, and then take your SLKR on offense, for example. So I feel like this would be better on defense. It would just upgrade that team to a point where it's a threat. And if you put the Red Trooper in here, all of these assists, every time you get a crit, the Red Trooper gets called to crit. She has a bunch of extra speed, so she'll speed everybody up. She'll do this victory march and give everybody turn meter right at the start. So just start out, boom, victory march, turn meter. It also may be that you'll want to put her, you could actually put her as a lead with SLKR in the team. I wonder how that would look, because you could put her leadership and with her speed and just get that big hit, and Kylo would go first, and then she'd speed everybody up and everybody'd go. I don't know. I feel like defense and territory wars with leftover First Order is probably the best use of her Omicron. It doesn't seem game changing, right? Like I look at it and I go, it's okay. It's like my 8th Omicron or something. Qui-Gon Jinn, offense doesn't matter. He will hit like a wet noodle no matter how much offense you give him. He'll get most of his offense from speed. Yeah, I agree with that. His base health protection are low because he's an old tune. I would mod for speed and max protection. If I build him the way I think I'm going to build him, then he's going to be all defense. He'll be 3 defense sets with a bunch of health, and we're just going to make him tanky and put him on defense. Max protection will make him eat less damage from health percent effects like exposes. Protection mods are 23 at 5 dots. Health mods are 16. It all depends on whether or not you have health regeneration or protection regeneration. So let's just take a look at a couple of squads with him in it, and just try to think about how we can make these teams. So what I like to do when I'm doing like a lot of restructuring is I'll make a new tab and I'll call it my, let's say, working tab, working on teams or whatever. Just give it a name. And then we check unique only. And we're going to build all kinds of teams in here, but this is going to make sure that we're not duplicating characters on teams. We're going to have to sort that out as we go. And I'll put like every GAC team in here until I'm done. And then I like to go sort them out into offense and defense. And on my loquitur account, I've done offense, defense, and flex. And I like that. But once I have the teams here and I know there's no duplicates, then I can make those other tabs in a way that makes more sense. 3 defense sets makes more sense. He doesn't actually need to do anything other than survive. Yes, exactly. Exactly. So when I look at Qui-Gon Jinn, here's how I think about it, right? Like, this is a big commitment. And I know that people are going to say, you don't want to do this because you're committing too many resources. But I feel like if I put him with Revan, already this becomes hard because you have to kill him first, and he's going to pop Savior. That's going to give him a turn. Other stuff's going to happen. We put Kenobi in this team. So now, even to get to him to kill him, you got to get through Kenobi. You can't get through Kenobi till you get through him. So now, once you get past Kenobi and you get to Qui-Gon Jinn, good luck killing him twice around Kenobi and having that be simple. Then we put Grandmaster Yoda in here because our damage skyrockets when we get Foresight. Now we got Foresight going everywhere. And I feel like, instead of Jedi Knight Anakin as a damage dealer in this team, I feel like we put something like Barriss Offee in here. So that now on the health side of things, when you're critically hitting my characters, I'm gaining health back. She has a heal. There's a lot of stuff that we get here as bang for our buck. She's Galactic Republic, so we end up good on Galactic Republic. We're stealing Yoda from the Revan team anyway. He's not Galactic Republic, so we don't necessarily have to have a Galactic Republic here. Does he just ruin... I mean, Kenobi can still taunt sometimes, right? Or does it completely ruin his taunting? Okay. Whenever an ally is hit, if he's alive, they gain critical hit immunity and he gains taunt. And then, if all allies are Galactic Republic, he taunts whenever they lose protection up. So we're not so worried about this Galactic Republic thing. Whenever another ally is critically hit, he's going to gain taunt. Right, so he still works even though it's not all Galactic Republic. JKR, Bastila, Jolie still a strong squad. So basically, we'd be facing off against everyone with our respective GP range, and those of us with lower or mid-level accounts won't be facing off against ones. Yeah, Dark Plague, that's how it's going to start. So it's going to start with your GP, and they're going to place you. And that's why I've been telling people over and over and over again, do not inflate your GP before this starts. Getting a lower placement to start is going to generate wins. Those wins are going to generate more gear and crystal revenue than if you get into a higher division, because you bloat up and get in a higher division, you get a few more crystals, but you're not going to get as many wins. Keep it low, get more wins. That's more crystals than bloating up, getting less wins, and you get more daily crystals, but less overall. So let's say we commit Barris to this team, and that's how it ends up looking, right? So let's just play around with this. So this is a lot of commitment, and we're gonna call this too much commitment. Question mark? Yeah, I think there might have been another. Yeah, so I don't know. Maybe this is too much commitment, right? So now we're going to create a new squad, and we're going to look at Padme. And we're going to say, we're just going to keep Padme, Anakin, Ahsoka as a kill squad for offense, right? So we're going to do that, and I'll put a couple, garbage filler things in here. No, not even. Let's just make that squad the Padme squad. And just keep that for killing things. And then what do we have for leftover Jedi? Because I'm low on Jedi. I mean, I don't have great Jedi to start with. So the only person that we've left out in the cold right now is Jolie Bindo. Grandmaster Yoda's kind of out in the cold. Shakti can go with the clones still, so we're not worried about her. So Bindo is the only one that gets, left by the wayside in this setup. Because I have so few Jedi, right? Like I don't, and this Hermit Yoda, there's a lot of stuff that we can do with this Hermit Yoda. So, Bindo maybe just goes on the shelf for a little bit. We could put him in this team instead of Barris. He has healing. He can resurrect everybody. He can't resurrect Qui-Gon Jinn, but he can resurrect others, right? So we could just make this our team. So if you had to fight against this, and imagine that Qui-Gon Jinn is built defensively, and with some health and defense stats to make him hard to kill, maybe a crit damage immunity triangle, or crit damage reduction on triangle, crit reduction arrow, or build him with tenacity. Would we build him with tenacity so that he can't be debuffed? Is there like a Vader team or something where we would worry about Vader culling him out? So that somebody asked a question about Revan, and Savior doesn't resurrect, right? It's just the first time somebody would be killed, instead they recover. So basically the first time you work your way around to Qui-Gon, it doesn't work. And if you don't kill this team, that resets. So you come in with another team, if you haven't killed Qui-Gon, all of that resets. So again, I feel like if I saw this on defense, something like this on defense, I would have to go, wow, if I'm fast enough to get around it with the troopers, I have to get around Kenobi, and I have to kill Qui-Gon Jinn twice to get the turn meter train rolling. I would never risk that. I would basically just take a Galactic Legend against this. I'd be like, you know what? Use C, win the battle, move on. I I honestly don't know what you could use that wouldn't get caught in this team. And if we make this Revan fast, we make Yoda fast, potentially we could even make Kenobi fast, because remember, they're going to get a ton of offense from having speed. So maybe we make Kenobi a mix of solid defensive stuff, but also make him fast. We could probably add a bunch of speed to this guy, put a speed arrow on him. And they'd be hitting pretty hard, make it a timeout team. Bastille and Hoda can work well with another random attacker, says Griff. Yeah, that's cool. We can try to put together a team like that. Given the Jedi that I actually have, I'll probably go Qui-Gon Jinn, JKA, Aayla, and Mace. That's all right. If you use JKR with Qui-Gon Jinn, only makes sense to use GMY and Bindo there too, unless you have a bunch of Jedi. Barris and Old Ben with Padme. Ben isn't Galactic Republic. Yeah, exactly. Pizza Crust. Not Old Ben in that team. Barris can go with them. I would think that the GG plus Watt plus Newt could take that. Grievous, Watt, and Newt against these Jedi. Boy, I don't know about that. Maybe, because you get stuck behind Magna Guard, but then Jedi Knight Revan can mark somebody and kill them. And you just got to hope that it's either Watt. Yeah, if they kill anybody but Watt, he can resurrect them. Yeah, GG might beat that team. But then I don't have to face it on defense, right? I'm fine trading this team for a GG with a Watt that's all at Relic 7 that I don't have to face on defense. I'd be satisfied with that. Zeta Palpatine, Vader Thrawn, and Shore Trooper will wreck it. How? So talk me through that, Teresius. Because let's say you got Vader. What are you going to do? Call out Qui-Gon Jinn? Once you call him out, it's going to trigger Savior. Right? Are you going to be able to kill him again? I don't think you're going to be able to kill him twice. And Yoda's going to be, I can make Yoda fast. I can make Yoda an easy 350, 360 under the Qui-Gon lead. Get Yoda up to 330 speed, no problem. I would think. So if we get Yoda up to like 370 speed, boy, that's a big risk. He could just like walk across and kill somebody. Maybe he can't kill Shore Trooper. Yeah, maybe Shore Trooper lasts through a few hits. Go early, kill Magna, then GG AoE will get Qui-Gon dead. Turn meter train your way to victory. JKR can ignore taunt, but I think they'll get stuck on zombie. Jedi Knight Anakin seems like an inescapably key piece of the Qui-Gon Jinn Omicron squad. Vader will clear Foresight with the first AoE, and then ability block everyone, turn meter train from shock. And Vader will be fast against the Jedi. He's not going to be 370 fast, though. 269 plus 92 speed. Yeah, it puts you at 370, I guess. 92 speed. Okay, so you guys feel like this team is easy to beat. Even with the Savior in there, you feel like it's easy to beat. Griff says, to me, I think the big thing is having a big AoE on the team. That way you can get around cheesy Grievous and Night Sister teams, which are the classic cheap counters. But are you going to mod GMY this fast? All right, well, let's get rid of this team then. Edit. Oh. Let's take another crack at it then. You know, that's what we're here to do today, right? So let's delete this team out. And then let's say we did Anakin here. And then it has to be all Galactic Republic. So let's look at our Galactic Republic Jedi. Let's see. What does Ahsoka say? If the leader is Galactic Republic, she's called to assist whenever another ally uses a special ability. So what if we committed her to and had this? And then maybe instead of Yoda, we do that. And then we make this like a real health-based team where Barriss can help prevent the kill. Kenobi just gets in the way, tries to trigger some attacks from Anakin. They try to kill Qui-Gon Jinn. They set him off. Something like this. I think 370 on Yoda is a major waste. JKR only gives speed from lead. Yeah, JKR only gives speed from lead, but Qui-Gon has 30 speed. I mean, Qui-Gon's lead is giving us 30 speed. That's what I was referring to. Jedi allies have 30 speed. And gain at offense equal to 30 times their speed. Doubled while they have foresight. So Yoda in here for foresight's a good thing, but Kenobi can still spread around some foresight, right? What is it that gives Kenobi foresight? 75% chance to grant foresight to a random ally. I would keep Padme, Cat, AT as a 3-man kill squad. AT. Oh, Ahsoka? Yeah, but we could put Cat with our Rey now, too. Remember, guys, we just got Galactic Legend Rey. She's new and shiny. Hang on a second. Guys, I got a call from work. It's going to take me like 2 or 3 minutes to deal with it. It's a simple thing, but I do need to make a phone call. So I really apologize for this. I'm going to put up a 3-minute timer and go make a quick call to work, and I will be right back. Please put in the comments anything that you have to say or that you think about this team on defense. Can we make this into a viable defensive team? And how should we mod that Qui-Gon? So I'm going to put up the clock, and I'll be right back. All right, I'm back with 16 seconds to spare, guys. Nice. All right, we did it. We managed not to fail the timer. Okay, so let's catch up over here then. I thought the Omicron negated his original lead while in GAC. No, it's just instead of. Okay, now I'm thinking this. Qui-Gon, Anakin, Kenobi, Yoda, and whatever fifth. If you're going to put Cat with Rey, then sure, AT will be cool in there. What's your cam look like? Cam, what cam? What does the unique setting in squads do? The unique setting means that if I go to create a new squad and I say, let's look at all the characters here. Let's look at the Jedi. And I want to make another Qui-Gon Jinn team. Look, it doesn't show up. Any character that you've already assigned to a squad within this group won't show up anymore. So it's just gone. It's out of there. The nice thing about that setup, it does wreck Padme, but it leaves me, this team, no problem, right? It doesn't even interfere with the goodbye GG team. So we can get both of those teams. If we put Yoda, I mean, putting Yoda up here for foresight is obviously a fantastic thing. But if we're not going to put JKR here, then Yoda's the engine for this team, right? So we pretty much have to leave him down there. So if we talk about this this team up top, the Qui-Gon Jinn team, Troopers are still going to have a little bit of a problem with that because they're going to have to get around Kenobi, and they risk they're going to set Anakin off at some point, because even if they somehow one-shot Qui-Gon Jinn with a mass assist, Anakin's going to trigger. So we'll get one trigger there. Barriss Offee, if we get these guys enough health, then she makes it hard because they'll be getting back health as they're being critically hit. Use Cam as a way to farm bonus turns. The thing is, there's no Ki-Adi-Mundi. There's not. 29 out of 80 shards, right? So there's not a Ki-Adi-Mundi at all. This is why our guild is trying to cycle up and force people to get ready for Ki-Adi-Mundi, because we don't have many people in our guild who are getting shards, and a lot of times we're getting 2 or 3 shards per run. So we're just not there yet with the Ki-Adi-Mundi. He's non-existent, Griff. He's just zero. There is not a Ki-Adi-Mundi to be had. Okay. Yeah, thought you had an unlock. Yeah, no, Griff. I mean, it's a 6 million account. So, I mean, most people look at it and go, okay, it's a 6 million account, but then you got to remember, I don't even have Darth Revan. I don't have Malak. I don't have Gas. I don't have C-3PO. There's just, because of the way I've built the account, let's say quickly over a 2-year period with some, financial spending, then it definitely looks different than a normal 6 million account would. Most people who have a 6 million account would have had 5 million a year ago and been working on Ki-Adi-Mundi. So I know my account's weird, Griff. It's hard to keep track of all the stuff I don't have. Feel free to let me know if your guild wants help with the cam mission at all. So Griff, they just put out the notice to people and said, officially as of right now, everybody has to be working on a clones team. And we covered it on stream and people recommended to do the Bad Batch. So Griff, let me know so the Bad Batch seems less reliable at getting the Ki-Adi-Mundi mission done But you tell me, can I do Bad Batch and reliably get a shard? Or do I need to just focus on 501st and guarantee it? Because I am working on Bad Batch in the background anyway, and I would like that to be my cam team. So that's the help I need right off the bat, Griff, is what, what do you expect out of the Bad Batch team? We have 80% success rate on the assisted runs, where an experienced player moves, works on the strategy. 501st are way better than Bad Batch for a cam shard. Griff, is it so bad? Like, let's say I just over relic the Bad Batch, like just, take them all to relic 7. Do you think like what, half the time I get a shard? 501st has the advantage of 2 years of theory crafting. Every possible scenario is accounted for. Yeah, I can see that. All right, so let's take a look at the modding here, because what I might do, we might just, because we got these really tanky mods that we put on Anakin, right? We built him up just with health and a couple defense main stats, and we kind of made him like the tank version of Anakin to go with Cat. So obviously we're not going to want that on Anakin anymore. We're going to want him to be a damage monstrosity. But we could potentially just slap this set onto Qui-Gon and just make him a tank. The other thing we could do is mod him for tenacity. So what do you guys think? Just Jedi Knight Anakin being in here, does he stop the Vader counter altogether because he'll get triggered? Or if I put a bunch of tenacity onto Qui-Gon Jinn, then the Vader counter becomes hard, right? Or does Vader just want to kill Anakin first? Can't kill Anakin first. Can't kill Anakin till Qui-Gon's dead. What do you guys think about a full tenacity build? Just go all in on tenacity on Qui-Gon Jinn and just try to stop the shenanigans. If you want to do Bad Batch, you'll be around 60 to 75% win rate with Omega. Meanwhile, 501st are 90%. If Bad Batch are in that 60 to 70% range, I'm satisfied with that. If I get 2 out of every 3, yeah. No, I like it. He will go unless he's dazed or fractured or stunned. Tenacity, why? What do you mean, why? In the Vader counter, Vader has to get debuffs on people. So that's the way you beat the Vader counter, right? You figure out what Vader wants to kill first, and you put monster tenacity on that character. He can't put debuffs. He can't cull anything. He can ability block people. That's fine. He can ability block all my Jedi, but he won't be able to cull anybody because he can't get debuffs. Can't get the damage over times or other debuffs to get a good cull off. Vader feels like a bad idea because Barriss will passively cleanse and gain turn meter. So I don't think you need tenacity on the team. Just pure speed mods seem ideal. So you're saying at the end of each of her turns, dispels buffs from the weakest debuffed ally. 10% turn meter. So we actually want Qui-Gon to be our weakest ally? That's interesting. That would be interesting. CB isn't a destroy ability. Culling Blade isn't a destroy ability. I think Vader won't work if JKA is present. Why not? Why not? I mean, if you, let's say, go with Vader and EP lead, and he's fast enough to go first, and you do a Force Crush, then you do Merciless Massacre, you hit a few Jedi, you hit Merciless Massacre again, and then you call Qui-Gon Jinn. So you're not triggering Anakin because you're not doing enough damage to trigger that when you're just doing basics. And then once you call Qui-Gon Jinn, he's just straight up dead. Why doesn't that work? Anakin will then get off a big hit. He'll have a monster offense and he'll get off a big hit. I don't know if he'll one-shot the entire opposing team. Will he? I mean, the hit that he'll get off is be a basic because he'll be ability blocked. Yeah, Vader kills Qui-Gon. Okay. I feel like I'm talking and we're talking in two different directions, right? Imagine that Vader plays against this team. Why can't he just cull Qui-Gon? Merciless or Force Crush, Merciless, hit, Merciless. No, I'm sorry. Force Crush first. Merciless Massacre in 3 hits puts Force Crush back on cooldown. Force Crush a second time. Use your last hit on Qui-Gon Jinn while you're still in Merciless Massacre and just straight up cull him. Why wouldn't that work? You won't have hit any of these other Jedi down to trigger Anakin with just one basic. And if you have a weak character like Barriss, then you just do the second Force Crush. You save it for her so that you Force Crush instead of basic. Anakin will be ability blocked. He'll get an extra turn, but all he'll be able to do is a single hit. No, you get Force Crush twice, Pizza Crust. You'll get 2 Force Crushes. So if you don't have enough tenacity, you'll have, up to 6 damage over times. I don't know. I feel like you're at risk of getting Qui-Gon culled straight up. So if you use Vader, Force Crush first turn gives crit immunity out to the team if they get crit. Merciless ability blocks everybody. Call Qui-Gon. JKA will basic. Barriss will go and cleanse someone. First Force Crush will clear Foresight. Okay. So you're just relying on the Foresight to be good enough to make that counter not work. I don't know, guys. I like the idea of some tenacity. I like the idea of putting some tenacity on this guy. I like the idea of putting some tenacity on him. Let's see if we can go ahead and push him up. I'd like to see what he looks like at relic level. So we need 11 of these. We're just gonna have to throw some resources at this and try to get 11 of these. Oh, that's not gonna work. 1. Come on. I need lots. I need to see what I need for gear 30. Oh, 1. Yeah, I'm not gonna do 200 refreshes on it. We'll just have to wait. Yeah, there's no way. Force Crush first will clear Foresight. If I use Vader, I would probably want Gideon to reduce their offense. If Qui-Gon dies, Anakin just kills everyone. Anakin is ability blocked in this scenario. He gets a basic. He doesn't get an AoE. So if Vader goes first, and hits the Qui-Gon under Merciless Massacre, then Jedi Knight Anakin is ability blocked, right? You hit him first with a basic ability block him. He'll get a free turn, and he'll get to hit one person. And that'll be Shore Trooper, potentially, something like that. Remember, when Barriss clears debuff, she's feeding turn meter to the whole Empire team. That's true. I don't know. What would Qui-Gon look like with, let's say, speed and tenacity set? So let's arrange by speed and see if I've got any good tenacity crosses with decent speed. Here's one with 11. Let's look for tenacity crosses with tenacity. Okay. We're still sorting my speed. Oof. Oof. Maybe we have a speed cross that has tenacity on it. 16 speed, that's not bad. 13 speed, that's not bad. Not that much better than 11. And I'll take 11 for 2 rolls over. So what else do we have here? Health, potency. So if we could just get, let's say, 35 tenacity here, and then let's say 8 tenacity from somewhere else, that would be like an additional 40 tenacity. I feel like he probably doesn't have enough. Probably doesn't have enough base tenacity to justify this, huh? 26% right now. And he's not going to get tenacity from this. So his base tenacity is awful. So that's out. If he had like a base 50 or 60% tenacity, we could probably, get it up over 100, 120 or something like that. Just make it just a little bit harder for Vader to get those debuffs landed, then it might be worth it. But yeah, I think his base is just so bad that, and I don't want to go full tenacity sets. 3 tenacity sets on him would be probably not good. At gear 13, it's 36%. That's awful. That's pretty bad. You want Qui-Gon to die, don't you, for the offense? You don't want him to die. So let's say if you keep him alive, this becomes a team that's doing enough damage. It's a huge threat, right? You may beat your opponent and get a hold. If Qui-Gon dies, you're relying on Anakin to not be ability blocked and get off the big AoE. So I think Vader is the big threat against this, and we just got to get Qui-Gon to the point where he's not easily killed. So I feel like let's take a look at limiting some mod sets here. Sort it by speed. Let's look for unassigned stuff first and see how we can do. So that's 9 speed, 17 speed on a health mod. It's pretty good. 8 speed. Wow. We're a lack for good mods in inventory right now, guys. Holy cow. Yeah, we're not going to do much with what we've got here. This is an interesting mod. Let's see where that goes. 14 speed with a defense main stat and health. No speed at all. Or, no, I'm sorry, 14 speed. 14 speed. Not really a fan of defense main stats, but that could be pretty interesting. So just make him hard for Vader to kill, and then if Vader gets a crit, Barriss gives him health back. So maybe we just make him chunky. Let's just take a look at this and see what it looks like. Again, using unassigned mods. They have to be 5-dot mods. Crit chance, offense, some more defense. I don't know that he's going to hit hard no matter what we do. Even with all of his speed bonuses and everything else, it'll be kind of mediocre. So we just make him stay alive. Protection, health, defense, health, protection. Doesn't get much more defensive than this mod. Both percent and flat health and protection. And then we need a health mod here. Defense with defense, huh? 9 speed. Let's assign that, and then I think we got a good health mod over here we can use with health and protection. So we could do this. That gets him a boost in protection, a boost in health, some speed, not a lot. And then we jack up his armor by a bunch, which, of course, when we go to gear 13. So we just make him kind of chonky. Make him hard to kill. And then his job is just to try to survive long enough to let the other guys do their job. What do we think of that? I would use JKR instead of Barriss. They can't kill JKR, so Savior will 100% proc on Qui-Gon, trigger JKA. And they'll have to kill... Yeah, so the problem is once I commit JKR to that team, then I lose my second Jedi team. Once I commit Anakin to it, I'm already, Padme is kind of on her own. So I can't ruin both the Padme team and also the JKR team at the same time. And the team that's being proposed, you pull Anakin from Padme, you pull JKR from his own team, then maybe you pull Yoda, and then you've got one team that maybe is good, but you've wrecked 2 other teams to get it. So I don't like that so much. .229 feels a bit slow. It's effectively 259 speed. But why do we care? I mean, we don't care, right? Qui-Gon Jinn is not looking to go fast, is he? We're not looking for Qui-Gon to kill people. How about multiple Jedi tanks with taunts? If I had another tank, I could throw it in instead of Barriss. We could use the Jedi Knight Guardian there instead of Barriss. That would be interesting. But the problem is that a lot of Jedi don't have persistent taunt. They put it up, and if the opponent takes it away, then it's just gone. Kenobi keeps regenerating his taunt for different triggers in the game. I'm going to confirm this just for now. I mean, I don't care if I have to spend a few credits to change it later. But if I look at Qui-Gon, what ability is it that I'm looking to get off of him, right? I mean, deal special damage. Call an ally to assist. I feel like you kind of want Qui-Gon to go later, right? I'd rather have higher speed to get more offense on Qui-Gon to help feed JKA more offense to kill more stuff. I don't think that the key issue is getting more damage or getting offense up. I think the key issue here is keeping Qui-Gon alive. Because I don't want Qui-Gon to die right away. I would rather have them all get turns and go through their stuff, and have Qui-Gon not die right away. So my priority is Qui-Gon not dying. So I think in that sense, he's got 2 defense main stats though, which is not attractive. Protection over here. Let's take a look at stealing Anakin's mods for him, because I feel like we had health mods on Anakin, right? And we're going to want to remod Anakin anyway, so. All right, let's filter by these stats. Let me take a look here. Oh, we can't because they're 6 dot mods. He's not capable of getting 6 dot modded yet. But that mod will become available. We got to go remod Anakin. Oh man. That's some pretty awful speed right there. And that's a defense anyway. Oops. Clicked off of that again. Yeah, I think I might leave it that way to start. Just completely defensive. Completely defensive to start. All right, let's look for unassigned mods. Let's look for potency, crosses, offense, potency. This is a pretty good mod. Is okay. No speed at all. Have we sorted by speed? No, we didn't. Whoops. Okay. Okay, IG-11. We could probably steal his mod. Tenacity, defense, speed, potency. We can probably take that, right? .16 speed on our Dash Rendar. Threw some mods on him to try to do that event. Crit chance, defense, tenacity. Yeah, let's take a look at that. And then here, we'll go for crit damage. For sure. All right, we got an unupgraded mod here. Let's pray for some success. Maybe we make a good mod out of this. Crit chance, some throwaway stats. It's not horrible. The only other good offense mod we've got is already on Rey. Yikes. This has potency, not much speed. But we're going to rely on him for triggers anyway, right? So we can use that. Okay. Now we need offense mods here. Oof. I'm very much lacking in offense sets. That's 5s, right? Speed, crit chance. I'm not going to steal it from Rey or Beskar at the moment. When you get where you need to drop off a battle, you could possibly test out a heavy lineup with Qui-Gon. I suppose you're thinking of this as a timeout squad. I'm looking at it as a snowball squad, right? Again, what I want is I want the opponent to have to look at this squad and go, okay, I have to use my best Vader team. I have to use my Galactic Legend. I have to use like a premium team, top team. That's what I want to do. If I put this on defense, I want to pull a top team from my opponent. And then if Qui-Gon lasts just a little bit longer than people think, they'll lose 2 or 3 characters. And if it gets a hold and they have to come in and clean it up, I'm fine with it. If it doesn't get a hold, all I want to do is cost them more than just 1 AoE worth of banners. I want them to have to work for it. All right, let's assign that from 5s. Oof. There's just not much good stuff available, is there? What's this? Protection, offense, crit chance. All the way down to 6 speed down here. Yikes. All right, well, let's just steal this one again from Dash, I guess. Now we need an offense up here for sure. 11 speed. Does have some potency on it. That's a good mod. This mod's worth slicing. Let's go ahead and hit this and see if we can get some speed on it. That would be nice. More offense isn't horrible. All right, and then we just need an offense arrow. And I think if we could find an offense arrow with offense, I think I would rather have that than speed. No, they're getting 30% speed from offense, right? Yeah, no, okay. Yeah, so 30 times 30. 30 extra speed times 30. 900 offense that you get from the speed mod here. Are you kidding me? I have like no offense arrows with speed. That's insane. To steal it from 5s again. Okay. Look at that drop in health. Holy cow. Oof. Got some speed, some crit damage, potency. Damage went down? My damage went down. How is this mod set not better at damage than the prior mod set? Oh, there we go. Now that we got that bonus, it's good. Wow, we lost a ton of durability. Changed our potency by a lot. All right, but health matters a lot less at first because they can't kill me anyway. All right, we got Anakin back to a hard-hitting build. Is there anything different we want to do with Kenobi? I think we'll just leave him alone for now. Ahsoka, I think, is just damage, right? Yeah, we'll just leave her alone. All right, so let's go test it. Let's see what this looks like. What do you think? 8? Go into 8. How's the health on your GK? It's mediocre. I've got a lot of defense on him right now, I think. All right. Now, this is not Grand Arena, so we're not going to get, let's say, the hard-hitting aspect of it. We'll just put it on auto and see what they do. And you just got to imagine that these hits are going to be a lot harder in Grand Arena than they are here. So we're just kind of looking toward the survivability of the team right now to see how that looks. Kenobi gets in the way a little bit. Barris heals up. So now everybody's, available for a trigger again. Yeah. See, that's the thing. Anakin gets triggered and he just does a basic and that's it. Yeah, without seeing the actual total attack that we get out of that, it's hard to tell. It's hard to tell what that team would have done if they had the right damage. Would they have gotten kills? Didn't seem very impressive, though, did it? Of course, we do have 2 Gear 12 characters on here still that need to be relicked. Without the Omicron, it's going to be disappointing. Yeah. Yeah, no, we're not going to get a good feel for the damage of the team. Although on level 7, they did manage to take out Hera pretty quickly. So there's something there. All right, now Barris should heal. Oh, no. Well, she did clear off of Qui-Gon. And remember, we can take Kenobi now to Relic 8 if we're going to do the Jedi Master Kenobi GL journey. We can very easily take him to 8. It'll get us a lot more health and protection. What is he right now? 6? I think he's in kind of an odd spot. I think he's like Relic 6 or something. I'm not even sure I want Qui-Gon Jinn on defense. Yeah, me either. Me either. We're experimenting with this. I think everybody's in the stage where they're experimenting. All right, so on 7, we did it. We did it on 7, which is not very impressive. But, I mean, it's just until you're in Grand Arena, it's hard to know. But I feel like we'll be able to get him. We'll be able to get him to relic level for sure before the Grand Arena starts. So we'll slap a relic on him. All right, let's continue to create new squads. So what are we going to do with Padme now? What does she even look like with all that stuff gone? Galactic Republic, I went way past it. So we could put Padme. Wow, she is really on her own. Holy cow. She could lead a clone team. We could do this. What does that even do? What? What does that team even do? Let's take a look at that. Let's put that into 8. Just for funsies. Padme and the clowns. TK says introducing mod specific skills with no way to Padme disallows turn meter. Yeah, so they won't get Rex's stuff. But 5's is super tanky, and under Padme, he's like pretty sick. All right, sacrifice done. Let's see how survivable this team is now that we've sacrificed 5's. I'm just playing around, guys. Yeah, without Rex being able to get turn meter, it just takes forever to get back around to his aerial advantage. So it's a durable team. You can't really put it on defense because everybody knows to kill 5's first. And you don't really have anything to stop them from killing 5's first. So yeah, it's not really effective as a defense. It's working its way through on offense for Galactic Challenge 8 though. Did better than Qui-Gon. Yeah, this is really putting Padme out on her own though. Holy cow. Woof. I'm not sure I like that because I'm a big fan of the Padme team. Are the buffs from 5 sacrifice dispellable? Yeah, it's the stats are just added. It's not a buff. It's just it's a mechanic that happens in the game, and the stats are added. Yeah, okay. I don't know what we're going to do with Padme if we do this way. Where does Padme even fit? Because we're going to keep Cat for somewhere else. We're going to keep R2 for somewhere else. We're going to... What about Bad Batch? What about the Bad Batch? What does that look like? Has anybody tried that? Oh, let's just go mess around with this for a second. Let's go into like 7. These guys are all weak. Switch Padme into the JMK lineup. So Padme's passive is good enough to go in the JMK lineup. I've seen her in that lineup before, so. All right, so we just got to get Wrecker big enough to absorb some of these hits, and then this could be an interesting little defensive team because Echo can be made super fast. So if we can get him to relic level and how much better is it with Hunter's leadership? I mean, is Hunter's leadership? Wow. Wow. These low-geared Bad Batch are hitting hard. Holy cow. Look at that. So these guys are like gear 10. We're on 7. I don't even feel like they were threatened. I mean, if Wrecker was bigger, we could probably... Holy cow. The courage from Padme lead is better than low gear Hunter lead. What's his leadership do? Let's see. 35% health, protection, potency, crit avoidance. No counters. When damaging an enemy with exposed, they remove turn meter from the enemy. Double for droids, separatists, galactic legends. Can't be evaded or resisted. And then Zeta adds, when Bad Batch allies use an ability when they have defense up, they deal true damage. So that ability gets good when the Bad Batch are, let's say, finished-ish. Interesting. So let's go up to 8. This could be interesting because I could put this team on defense, and I think maybe people would underestimate it. I think this team might be one of those little teams that's better than people think. We're going to try it. We got nothing else to do with Bad Batch. We got nothing else to do with Padme for right now. So it's a place for us to stick our Bad Batch. If it works, great. If it doesn't work, who cares, right? Those characters weren't getting used somewhere else anyway. All right. You can definitely see the difference in damage going up. But Wrecker's doing good, man. Look at him. He's tanking like a champ over here. This is Galactic Challenge 8. Wow. Oh, there goes Wrecker. He got one-shotted. And the fact that it leaves Padme out in the open once Wrecker's dead is kind of interesting. Because the other guys are under stealth. Yeah. So that's something to do with Padme, I guess. Not horrible. Not horrible. It's a place to put low-level Bad Batch until we get them going. All right, now it's over. But still, they did pretty good for 8. Look at that. We almost got this. Another big AoE from somebody, and we're probably going to... we're going to pull it out. Look at that. Wow. Danny Moffat says we do a Padme plus Bad Batch wall in Territory War. Oh. Okay, so if we're going to do that, then we have to take a look at these other characters. What do we got going on with the Bad Batch here? Is this a Zeta? At the start of the battle, he gains max health and 1 stack for each clone trooper. We're probably going to want that Zeta for sure, right? Okay. This adds 5 potency at the start of the battle. He gains 1 speed. If all allies are for each clone trooper allied, double for Bad Batch. So that's like 8 speed for each. Okay, so that's not impressive. Oh, this gets double attacks if they're target locked. That looks nice. We'll commit that. Echo. Whenever a Bad Batch inflicts a debuff, loses 8% protection. They also lose 8% health? If they have less than 50% protection, they also lose 8% health. Does that steal banners underneath protection, guys? Can anybody confirm if that actually takes health? Is this 8% health then just damage that they take on their protection, or do they lose 8% health where their health? No, it doesn't say reduce max health by 8%, so it's not that. They lose 8% health. Does that steal banners? Okay. Echo special for buff immunity could use an Omega. Echo special for buff immunity. We got that already, right? Echo special for buff immunity. Echo special for buff immunity could use an Omega. Echo special. Daze and healing immunity. What are you talking about with buff immunity? Oh, inflict buff immunity. Oh, right. Yeah, okay. So we already had that. We already had that on. Are there any Zetas that I must have? This Echo Zeta seems pretty good, right? That seems pretty good. I don't believe it goes under protection. It just calculates the damage based on their health. Yeah, okay. Okay. Okay, well, let's Zeta this then. I think that's the only one that I would need to Zeta right now. I'm going to wait. I'm going to wait till my Bad Batch gets a little bigger before I commit to that. Yeah, so we'll put these guys in for now, and Echo will have to be. I got to work on Wrecker. I mean, these guys, so many Carbantes or Kairos. Like the amount of Kairos that this team needs, you look at it on paper and you're like, wow, that's a lot of Kairos. But then when you're actually building the team and you're trying to put those Kairos on, it's oppressive how hard these guys are to gear. I've been working on them for like 3 months in the background now. Just can't get their gear tiers up because of those Kairos. It's insane. It is insane. All right, now the other thing that we got to sort out, I mean, this is pretty straightforward, right? We've got, I like dividing up the First Order team into two good teams. So him with Hux, the Stormtrooper, and then I use like the pilot and him. And that's not the best Kylo SLKR team, but that does allow us to make a second team with First Order under his leadership, where we can make a functional defense out of it. And if I feel like I'm going to get a solo out of my SLKR, I'll actually take out like the First Order TIE pilot and put the First Order Stormtrooper in here for 2 tanks. Okay. And then I really, the Fin Poe team in our last 3v3 was insane. That team had so many holds, it was crazy. So if we want to stick with this Fin Poe team, we could do something like this and put the vets in there. And make that a team. And that would leave us with a resistance squad with JTR. And it's not going to be as good as it was with the resistance bros in it. But we already had this squad running pretty good before the resistance brothers got up and running. So we could do something like this. And I feel like it would still be pretty effective. Holdo's going to get taunts around this. So we can use this as an offensive team only. You know, it's not going to go on defense. We'll use it as an offensive team only and kill stuff with that. Lucifer. And that leaves us with Big Ray, Cat, and Scoundrels. So we're looking at doing Queel, IG, and Vandor. And have that be a defensive team, kind of a timeout team. My Ray is built a little bit with balanced stats. We've got offense and a defense set on her. Her health is at 144, which is a little low for Ray, but we're balancing that out with quite a bit of offense. Again, not all in on offense. And then a little bit of armor for survivability. And just trying to get her to the ult. And, of course, under Cat, she's got the 50% extra offense. Queel is also sharing his stats. So between Queel stats and Cat stats, Ray is going to be hitting really hard in her ult. So these guys just need to last long enough to get her to the ult, and she goes off with the ult, and hopefully can kill just about anything, put a dent in it. So against a C team or something like that, we just need to live long enough to get off. Probably 2 ults against C. Don't know if it happens, but I think that's the best team that I've got now. I don't want to do a resistance team because I like this team on offense. I like this team on defense. So I feel like if I built a resistance team here, I'd just be kind of throwing away some resources. So that's what I'm looking at over here. Hero Bros work much better under JTR. You can run a Finn lead with Vets and Holdo or something. But the Finn lead with Vets and Holdo is like useless. It doesn't, without the Resistance Bros on that team, there's no threat. Like if you build a Resistance team out of leftover Resistance that doesn't have these three, the threat level is like 0. I think you guys have seen me in Grand Arenas before come in with like complete garbage teams, and they'll have like Finn, Holdo, Rose Tico, and the Smugglers or something like that. And that's a joke of a team. Like a Gear 12 team can clean that up. It's got 0 threat. So what I want to do is I want a team that's going to generate threat. I think this team, we can control the matchup, so that's fine. Just controlling the matchup with this, I think, is okay. It doesn't have the banner recovery. Like, if you've got Finn and Poe in it, it recovers banners. But I was struggling to get full banners on this team anyway. We always ended up like a couple banners short because Rey would take a few hits, and then I just could never regenerate her protection all the way up to get the banners back. So if I'm not going to get the banners back anyway, I could just do some version of this team. I think that'll still kill like the bounty hunters and stuff, won't it? But JTR without the Bros is no longer an easier 60 banners. You'll lose someone. Since not enough exposed potential. Guys, I gotta say, I don't get... I try to get exposes, like I use R2-D2 and I do the flames, and I've got him like set up to try to have high crit rate. I think I even have crit chance on his... I have crit chance on his triangle here just to try to get him the highest crit chance. And he tries to spread around the... exposes, but I don't feel like we get as many of those exposes as we want ever, even with the Resistance Bros in there. It's more about Jedi training Rey with her hand wave, controlling the right enemy, clearing off buffs, and going at them. If no Bros with JTR, consider Resistance Trooper instead of Holdo. Holdo can tank a little bit, right? But you're saying Resistance Trooper. What does he do that's good? 10% potency, 55% turn meter when an enemy who is not exposed becomes exposed. Okay. Dispel all buffs on target enemy. That seems good if we're going to use him, right? Basic. 50% chance to expose going to 65. Not worth the Omega materials. Alright, so we can put him in and try that. And then it's just damage, right? It's just damage across the board. Get some exposes, trigger him. Get in there. Okay, and then let's see. We're going to do a bounty hunter squad at some point in here. Let's look at Beskar Mando next. Because we need him. We've got him set up and him set up for speed timing to go along with that gimmick. Probably can put in Django. An IG. He's got this, so we've all got area effects to get whistling birds that way. So let's confirm that. Let's see if we can get the GG killer team going. We'll have to remod these guys to get them all timed out on speed. Because the 3 of them are set up for speed, but the other 2 aren't. So we'll have to do that. So then if we go in here for a bounty hunter team, we can still put together this team. And we'll put Cad Bane in here, but most often, well, we either use Cad Bane if it's a full team, or we'll use Gideon if it's a gas team. Bounty hunter, nuke. Okay, that leaves us Imperial Troopers, of course. Let's make it look like that. Good enough. All right. What other squads we got that we need to make? Empire Squad. So this guy, this guy, this guy. We'll just put a couple other characters there. No, we're not going to put anybody there. We're just going to do that. If we want other characters in or out, we'll figure it out. We'll make a defensive team out of the leftover stuff. We'll do like Krennic, him, this, Gideon, Death Trooper. It could be a defensive team somewhere that we just use to fill a slot. We'll do a Grievous team. And I think for the Grievous team, put Newt in there. Steal some banners. I never set off teams in the tabs. But what I'm doing right now is I'm trying to set up all these teams so that by the end of it, there's no mistakes on assuming that I have a character left over for a team when I really don't have it. Because we've got the unique setup, we go through all of these teams, and we don't make the mistake of duplicating a character somewhere. And we'll do the Kira Nest. Her Majesty, the Queen. All right. Let's do Rebels. And how are we going to do this? I guess we need to keep the CLS team for itself, right? So we'll put in this guy and we'll put in Cara Dune. It's kind of a weaker version of the Mon Mothma team, but we'll go with that for now. We got a lot of work to do on Cara Dune. She's pretty weak. And that allows us to build a rebel team with CLS. Him. And there's a C-3PO somewhere in here now at 5 stars, right? Hey, look at this guy. Huh? Yay. We've got a C-3PO finally at 5 stars. Maybe you guys can help me with C-3PO because I've got the Ewoks. We've been working on the mission. Ooh, that's a Zeta. Okay, and we'll go ahead and commit that. Why not? At the start of the encounter, that's a Zeta. Don't want those Zetas yet. For each stack of translation, Galactic Republic, don't care about that because we're going to be in the Rebel team for now. Rebel allies have potency. We do want that. Get him upgraded another level. Okay, so do we have to commit another Zeta to this guy? I think it's time. I think it's time, guys. I'm just going to close my eyes and finish Luke. It is done. Okay, so we'll put that team as a defensive team. Probably. Mon Mothma, Kyle, Pow, Scout, Kara. Pow, Scout, Kara. So you're saying Kylo? You know what? Let's take a look at this. Hey, Kyle. If it's Kyle, could deal physical damage twice. If it's his turn, ability block. Otherwise, deal damage a third time. Okay. Yikes. So we can put him in instead of... I know you're saying no K2SO, but I've got way too much invested in my K2 to take him out. And Kara's weak anyway, so if I did put Kyle in, it would be in place of Cara Dune. Give him a few gear tiers. No, we can't. We're out of every gear. Look at this, guys. We can't even get gear level 2 on this guy. Wow. Can't even get him to gear level 3. All right, we're going to boot him out for now. I'll work on Kara. At least till we get him going. But what we could do... we can stick him up in favorites real quick. Promote him to 4 stars and favorite him. And we'll put him up there and see if we can get some levels and gear on him as we go. Get Kyle to 224 speed. He goes at 320 because he's unique. So Pow gets the whole team going. If you want, that CLS team can also beat gas easily. I can send you some mod strategies. No, that's great. Send that, Griff. Send that over. Because there may be a circumstance where I need to save the CLS for gas. Especially if they have other teams that are going to take my troopers, so I know my Moff Gideon's going to be taken up. C-3PO will be weak, but I can get some speed mods on him as soon as I can. And then 3PO and Chewie spreading around CLS stats is going to help him be strong enough that we should be okay. With even pretty a weak C-3PO, it should be okay-ish. I hope. Okay, create another new squad. We've got Sith Eternal Emperor. And I mean, honestly, we do that. We do Watt. And we're just going to leave it because I don't know. Don't just know what else is going to go in there. Let's see. Let's do a Sith team here for a defensive team. Do this guy to steal banners. Put him in to be a threat. And then we'll look for the red tank. Did we already commit him somewhere? Oh, maybe to the Empire team, huh? Yeah, maybe we committed him to the Empire team already. Well, who are we going to put in this team then? Put our non-Zeta Dooku there, I guess. And I feel like I really would like a tank here, some kind, but I don't think I'm going to get it. Put Bastille in there. Okay, then let's see. Triumvirate. Boop, boop, boop. Okay, then clones. Shakti in the 501st. Okay. You know what? Let's go back to that C team. Let's not. Let's not. What do we have in this Sith team? Marauder. Let's take Marauder out. You know what? You know what? Let's think about doing something completely different here. Let's see. Let's activate this guy. Oh man, I have not had to take a look at him yet. I don't even know really what he does. So far behind on everything. Hey, we can get him to gear 3. Look at that. Got him all the way to gear 4. What do we need over here? Light side. Let's farm some of that. Oh, 200s. Yikes. What did I just do? Click too fast. All right. Got to get his leadership going. His leadership is still not unlocked at gear 5. What do we need here? Fine. Get it. Get some. Get some of those. Okay. Mandalorian allies. And that's it. Okay, Seething Rage. Okay, this is the one that gives him multiple turns, right? No. Deal true damage to target enemy, buff immunity. Okay. Bound by hatred. Okay. Text can't be evaded. At the start, he gains very stack of anguish if there's an enemy, blah, blah. How does he call assists? . If Maul is in the leader slot, Mandalorians in the leader slot gain that. Well, there are 2 Mandalore buffs on allied characters. Mandalorian allies assist. So he is complete garbage except for Mandalorians? Is that true? Is that the way this is working? I thought he had some kind of synergy with Sith. 0 synergy with Sith. Then. Right? Nothing. No help for Sith. So we just leave that squad alone. And then look for Mandalorians, which for me are going to be terrible. Right? We've got like... Wow. This? Is that the team? Oof. Because these guys, at least if you build them, you get a ship out of it, right? Bo-Katan is for the journey for JMK. Somebody said Marauder works well in this team. How does Marauder help this team? Just curious. This is awful. Maul is amazing with Mandos or Lord Vader, not versatile outside of that. Maul is with Mandos. Pull Django from Bounty Hunters. Canderous is amazing. You've also still got a week until GAC lock. Yeah, it's on the 13th, right? So it's a little over a week. See, I don't like this, though, because, I mean, this way, at least we're getting a ship out of it, right? Because the Gauntlet Starfighter is something that I've wanted to build before. So basically, we do this. Lol. And then we just take armor up here. And we just commit her to the C team and say, you know, she'll probably be there. Then we could take a look at a Night Sister team. Our Night Sisters are pretty awful, but that's the one that hides, right? From the shadows. So we've got some sisters. Oh, completely out. So that's pretty much it then, right, guys? I mean, from here on out, we've got another resistance team. We've got no leader for it. Rose Tico led full relic trash. Okay, and then we still got some stuff down here like Phoenix and whatnot that we could put together. We've still got, you know, Kylo Ren, Phoenix, and Ewoks, and then I'm done. Phoenix and Ewoks, and I'm done. So then what? Ewoks. And then we're going to count teams. Okay. All right, now let's see. How many teams do we have in total? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. So that's 28 teams. Even at 11 and 11, we should have plenty of stuff for offense and defense. So we're good. We should never have to resort to that trash at the bottom. We should have enough teams in between. And this team up top with Qui-Gon Jinn, he gets my attention. Qui-Gon Jinn gets work. And the Vader Chewbacca gets work. And basically those two characters, if I can have them relicked before the GAC lock-in, that's my target. Once I get these guys to gear 12, I'm not afraid to leverage. I don't think I'm going to get him to relic before the 10 days is up. But those are my two main characters that I'll be working on. Working on these Bad Batch, of course, for the guild and for myself. And working on the Kenobi journey. And that'll be that. If you Mon Mothma and Kyle on defense, don't attack with Sith Trio is all I'm going to say. He kills Darth Revan teams with ease. Kyle Katarn kills Darth Revan teams with ease. On Mon Mothma, you saying? But not with Gear 12 characters, I don't think, right? If it's all relics, then for sure. If you Mon Mothma and Kyle on defense, don't attack with Sith Trio. You can commit set to the Sith Trio. See what armor should be able to handle anything not named JMK or Lord Vader. I can agree to that. Puts level 1s in a team and names it LOL. Yep, checks out. Mon Mothma, Pao, Kara, Hoth Rebel Scout, Kyle Katarn is an amazing team. Can kill GL Ray plus resistance on offense when at relics. If Kyle is in the team and 3 relics across the team, it's not Sith Trio food. Nope. But I would feel very comfortable going against that team with Traya, Lead, Nest. Right? Take that Kyle Katarn team. If it's on defense, just do Traya, Nest. Done. I'm about to 7-star my Kyle Katarn tomorrow. How? Good Lord. Wow. Okay. I mean, I guess just buying stuff out of the shop, right? Kyle's not in the shipments yet, is he? Is he in here? He's not in here yet, right? So you just gotta buy his shards out of the store, right? Is he still available over here? There's Dash. There's Kyle. So you just bought him through here, I guess? Kyle could one-shot Nest. Kyle can one-shot Nest. Yeah, if she takes a turn and has no protection up, and he has the big move up, the spinning lightsaber chuck or whatever it's called, I don't even know. But yeah, I guess he could, in theory, if he gets that move off right when she does her turn. Comes down to the same thing, you know, you can't have everything, right? You can't have Mon Mothma and work on JMK and work on Qui-Gon Jinn and work on the Bad Batch. And at some point, I just got to draw a line in the sand and figure out who I am working on and who I am not working on, and just keep the focus. So I'll work on Kyle Katarn a little bit in the background, but I'm not going to get him until he's available. I still got a heck of a lot of other stuff to build on my account before I spend a lot of time and money chasing the new content like that. So yeah, I'll be left out. I'll be left out on that curve for a little while. Maul, Candyman, Watt, Bam, Django, Bo-Katan. So Danny Moffat, I don't have a Maul built yet, and I've got a bunch of those other characters assigned to other teams. So it's not that I, let's say, don't know how to build a Maul team. It's just, what do I have left over that's not already committed to something else? So that's the thing. Trying to build all the teams I can out of what I've currently got. And I just don't have enough of those characters at the right level to commit to making a Maul team. And Maul himself, you know, when Maul is big, then we get serious about looking at his team. All right, let's put this offense arrow up here. Let's find an offense mod somewhere that we can put here. Just have a placeholder, get him back modded. Oh man, I got so much mod stuff to do. And then we stole some potency mods from somebody. Who else did we steal mods from? Oh boy, I missed it. Oh, here we go. Dash Rendar. That's who we stole mods from. Okay. I'll just put anything on Dash for now. Just put some stuff there in case we want to use him for something. Okay. That kills C, but not great since it takes apart other teams. I would say Bam and Watt could get pulled for armor and someone else. If you get Maul fast enough, he does have 189 base speed. You can kill some stuff with Mandos only. Yeah, I think that's exactly what I'm planning to do with him is just get him fast enough, and then we'll put together the leftover just garbage Mandos, and probably take it on offense as something that'll kill smaller leftover teams. And I do want to build that Gauntlet Starfighter at some point, right? So in my quest to have like all the good ships in the game, that's one that I've never committed to yet. I think I have all the stars for it, but I've just never built up the Super Commando and Gar Saxon. So I can build this ship. You know, it at least gives me something to do with those characters. Just throw them into a mall team somewhere. Yeah. And if I build Bo-Katan for the JMK journey, then same thing. You kind of end up with just a bunch of stuff floating around that I'll have to figure out. If you get Maul fast enough, Maul, Candy, Django, BKK. BKK. Candy, Django, BKK. What is a BKK? I'm not recognizing those initials. Oh, Bo-Katan. Bo-Katan. I see what you're doing. BKK. I got you. All right. Making teams with what you got and building efficient teams is my main goal as a new player. Yeah, you know, that's it. I mean, there's always good teams out there to build, but you got to work with what you've got. And like I said, I've got 28 teams, so I don't need to be chasing, you know, the best version of a Mon Mothma team or a Maul team, because you know, I've got a functional Mon Mothma team already going. We like to use that against newt teams and things like that with tenacity stuff that we've got going. So we've got kind of a niche for our Mon Mothma, and you know, maybe we can fit Kyle Katarn in there and make that make sense. But in the meantime, you know, we'll use what we got. I think getting the clones done for the guild is important, and you know, working on the next Galactic Legend, of course, that's what I want to do. And I still got Darth Revan to build, and I still got Malik to go get someday. Hey, maybe you guys want to help me with the Ewoks. Just piddling around here. So, what I've got right now, we've only got Chief Chirpa at gear 10. So I feel like probably in order to make this work, he's got to be higher, right? I've got gear 12 on the Elder, and put offense. I feel like Elder has to be the hit squad, right? Elder's the one you're calling to assist all the time, that's doing the basic and has a chance to gain turn meter, so you go crazy taking turn after turn after turn with the Elder, so gear 12 there. And then we've got these guys at 11, and we've got Paplu at 9. Like, who do I need to work on the most to get this to go? Is it good enough here? Do I still 78,000 galactic power? Do I still need to build more, put better mods in these guys? Like what's the easiest way to finish out this event? Let's do C-3PO. That gear should be more than enough. Armor can be modded super fast. You can beat it with that gear. You just need to keep trying. Offense, why not speed? This is enough. Put God's speed mods on Elder. Well, aren't we just looking for Elder to hit hard and then gain turn meter from taking a bunch of extra basics? Right? What's this? Let's take a look at this. 25% of 30% chance to revive. This takes it to a 35. It's 5. We can commit 5 omegas to that. Sure, why not? So you're saying this will work, right? You're probably just too slow. So Meat City Gaming has a video and just basically has them modded fast. Okay. So there's that. And then we call the Elder. Is this the stun? Just do a single revive, get somebody back going, I guess. Do a mass assist. Get over here on this guy. Oh, we got the resurrect. Get Chewbacca down, right? What's this? They're called to assist, gaining 10% turn meter, so we just call. All right, now we got to get the taunt off of him or kill him. All right, killed him. Put your hands up, buddy. Let's see, what's this? Retribution. Do the area effect again. Do that and call him to assist. Okay, maybe Han's next. Okay. I literally haven't even tried this. I did the last level. I put it on auto when I went to take a shower the other morning, and it finished. So I got 5 stars on auto. All right. That was Paplu. Let's see if we can resurrect him this way. Nope. All right. Just keep using good abilities. Keep calling the Elder. Working out so far, right? Seems like we're doing well. Got everybody back in stealth again. I should probably be watching chat. You guys are probably like, no, don't do it this way. It's all wrong. Let's see, though. I'm addicted to just hitting these buttons. I feel like we got this. I feel like I could put it in auto right now and it would probably be fine. Okay, just get everybody over there. Get everybody healed up. Get the dazes on people. Yeah, I'll hit auto. I feel like auto's fine from here. This is tier 6. Keep in mind that tier 7, you have this one pretty easily. Yeah, this is tier 6. Put your Piet mods on Elder. That would be interesting. Put Piet mods on Elder. Or should I put my Gideon mods on Elder? I could try that. Okay. We'll go out here. We will arrange by speed. Gideon. Assign a loadout. Just create a loadout from him. Then we go to Elder. And we're also going to create a loadout from him. Oh, come on. And then we'll go to the Moff Gideon loadout and assign it. 287 speed. So you guys are saying that's going to be better than offense. If Elder is too fast, then he won't stay invisible and they'll kill him. You don't already have a loadout for every tune? What? Why would I have a loadout for every tune? That sounds like an incredible waste of time. All right. I don't use any third-party tools, guys, so I don't use anything that sets up mod sets and all that stuff. Bonk. I have thrown a rock. Now make the others faster too. Oh man, I don't want to make everybody faster. Let's just see how it works. Let's see how it works here. Okay. Do we need to dispel debuffs right now? I kind of think we do. Let's get them out of here. This is the mass assist. What is this? Let's gain taunt. Sure. We'll get him killed, but at least that gives us a resurrect target for the leader whenever he gets around. Okay, let's do that. I want to save the mass assist. Just do damage. Paplu down. Oof. Losing everybody now. Okay, let's get over here. Send in. All right. Get him over there. All right, mass assist now. Got to get this Chewbacca down. And then you just retreat if you lose the Elder, right? I have a loadout for everyone so I can quickly switch mods back to what they were before. Something tells me people think Ewoks are trash because nobody actually knows how to use them. I've heard people say before that relic Ewoks can be good. Okay. This one's the one that dispels debuffs, right? Okay, get over there. Do the days. Do the mass assist. We'll try to resurrect, see if we get it. 35% chance, we got it. All right, we'll do that. Call Elder to assist again, look for some turn meter. So this is basically it then, guys, right? I just do it over and over again until finally we're successful. Is that the case? Wicket call to assist gets him in stealth, which lets you do AoE without getting countered. Okay. We got the dazes on for now, so that's helping a little bit, I guess. Still don't have Chewbacca out of stealth. Oh, that's inconvenient. Alright, we'll just use a basic here. We don't want to call to assist until we can get the Elder. Ooh, Wicket down. Alright. Let's do this. Get somebody back for certain. I don't like that my Elder is confused. I think that's going to go badly for us. Right? Yeah. Okay. Get translation off of Han. Call Elder. He still would have stealthed. Alright, so Paplu is the one that keeps just getting killed right and left. Let's see if there's something that we're willing to commit to him. Strength, agility, and tactics. This is just tenacity. Physical damage, armor, health, steel. Tactics and armor. Nothing's giving him health. Ugh. What's this? Ooh, that's a Zeta. If one Ewok is fast and the others are slow, it's just nonsense. You don't need any more gear. So just make them fast. All of them fast? Just certain ones fast? Everybody fast. Let's see what else we got. We can steal Queel mods, I guess. Let's do a new tab. Ewok stuff. So we're just gonna create loadouts from these guys. Oh no, I don't want that. Cancel. Now I'm gonna have 2 of those, aren't I? And yeah, I don't want that. Okay. Collection. Sorry if you guys are bored to death with this, but you know, hey, it's just a chill stream. You can still ask questions if you got questions, and we'll just chat. I'm playing the stuff that I gotta play anyway. Resistance Hero Finn. These guys are all gonna have 6-dot mods on them though. Yeah, I can't really do speed sets with a lot of these guys because they've got too many 6-dot mods on them. So this one we can, right? This is all 5-dot mods. Who else can we steal from that might have all 5-dot mods? Hermit Yoda, I think, has 6-dot mods on him. Some 6 dots. Is it just one? Only one 6-dot? So we could use his set and swap out one mod. Who else? Shock? I think she's got some 6 dots on her. No, that's all 5 dots. Okay. So we've got a few candidates here. All right, so then let's look up our Ewoks and make some Ewoks faster. So Wicket. We'll give him this loadout. Added 30 speed to him. Chief Chirpa, low gray. Let's add low gray. Let's give him this Hermit Yoda loadout. And then something fast up here in the corner. Okay, that gave him a lot of speed. Okay. Then, so Wicket, low gray, Chirpa. What? All right, and what loadout have we not used yet? Shakti. That's not that much speed. All right, though. There we go. We've made Ewoks faster. We're not investing that much in Paplu just yet. Let's see if this is enough. What this is going to do for us. So the plan is to make them wicket fast. That's nice. That's nice, Graham Case. I love that. Are you still doing account reviews? So theoretically, yes, we're still doing account reviews, but it's just hard to find time to do everything we want to do. Dispel all debuffs on allies, recover health. I feel like we just need to do this right away, right? Like, I don't want all these dazes and garbage on my guys. So maybe I'm wasting an ability, but I feel like I just want to get clean here. So then we'll call him to assist. We'll do this with the stealth stuff. This we don't want to do. We just want to attack, right? Do that and get taunt. Do we want to mass assist on Han? We can't get any crits, but at least we can do some damage to him, I guess. That was very ineffective, it seemed like. All right, let's do the area effect. Okay, got some foresight going on. This is health and retribution. All right. He's confused right away. Get him under stealth again. Do the area effect again. We're definitely getting a lot of turns. I figure if we can't hit Chewbacca, we want to hit the tank. Ooh. Lost 2 Ewoks very quickly right there. All right, so let's do the sure thing resurrect first. Get that going. Oof. 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 Done. All right, guys. So how do I get this Chewbacca out of stealth? How do I get him out in the open where I can see him? Paplu basic clears buffs. So you want to hit R2 and clear buffs. Okay. Paplu, what Paplu? All right, there we go. Clear buffs. But how do I get this Chewbacca out of stealth, right? Like, dispel all buffs and remove turn meter from target. Inflict all days on all enemies. So you're saying just don't go after... Oh, my goodness. R2 took no damage. Look at that. He's, like, laughing at me. He thinks that's funny. Okay, dispel all buffs on Paplu and target other ally. What am I missing here? I feel like there's got to be a way to get him out of stealth, right? It's RNG if he goes under stealth. So don't leave translation on R2. Okay. We'll try to make sure that we Paplu this R2. We'll just stay on R2. Try to work him down a little bit. That's the one. Nope. So Paplu is the one guy that we didn't make fast, and now we gotta go try to make Paplu fast, I guess. So Paplu needs to stay alive, and he needs to be fast. All right, so I guess we got to go speed up Paplu too. Now, he's got translation on, so we just go take the translation off of him. That's what you guys are saying. Watch the translation. Keep that off of him. Okay. Let's go after Chewie over here. Oof. Let's get them back. Come back, boys. All right, we got 0 of them back. All right, so Paplu's removing buffs is key to this. Then is what you guys are selling. And there, we got Paplu back again. Paplu down again. Elder down. So Elder goes down, we just quit, right? We just quit. Okay. So we need to speed him up. Who is it that doesn't really need to be fast? Can we just like take mods from one of these guys and just make it work? Let's just look for speed mods here. Let's look for a speed set and any mods that are fast enough to do anything here. $11 speed, 13 speed, fine. Assign it. You know what? We're not even going to use speed set. We're just going to try to take like the best speed subs we've got and just put them in here. Let's try this just for a minute. What does this give us? Nothing. 196 speed. So we really do have to go steal somebody else's mobs. Revert. We've got to steal somebody else's mods again. All right. All right. Who else? Sort by speed. Who else can we steal mods from? What's our 2 mods look like? 6 dots. 2 6 dot. Pretty fast. 16. Only 10. That's not that great. Hux, feel like he's going to have 6 dot. IG. Guys, I don't know. I don't know here. Grief Karga. couple mods, 6 dot. We already stripped Poe, right? No, we didn't. What's his look like? Plus 100 speed. All right. Let's go back to Paplu. And we'll slap these mods on him. Please sell your mods. Oh, come on. Too many mods, guys. Just get rid of some of these gray mods. Bye. Oh, to-do. So much work for one little Paplu. All right. $195. That didn't add much speed to him, but it did add 20 speed, so let's see. Hey, DL, how's your back? Good. I also had the Wicket Zeta. When I did this on my alt account, it took me a few hours to win. All right, let's just get somebody back right away here. Call him to assist. Paplu is stunned. Just gain some stuff. Get buffed up. 3 stacks of translation that I don't seem to be able to remove. Okay. So now we need to remove the translation from... Oh, man. I just used my ability to remove his buffs. So that basic. And we'll move to Chewie. Okay. Then I don't... Do we want to use this? I don't think we want to use that right now. All right, everybody, get in there. And then we'll just basic and remove his stuff. Get back on Chewie. I guess we should go remove the translation from Han at some point, right? No, that's the wrong guy. That's the wrong guy. This guy. Get rid of the translation. Remove buffs, turn meter, days, all that stuff. Do that. This is not going to recover anything on Paplu because he's got health, healing, immunity on him. Or does it dispel first? Dispel, debuffs, allies. Yeah, let's go ahead and use it and try to keep Paplu up. Oof. All right, let's Call the Paplu. All right. We got somebody down. Let's see. What do we got here? Dispel the debuff and call him to assist. Buff up. We'll call the resurrect here, right? Why not? Two buffs. Paplu's going down. Yep. Predictable at that. All right, nothing we can do here. We just gotta wait to get something. All right, we'll just mass assist here. We got to get our Paplu back. That'll be good. Get over here on Han. Area effect. Try to resurrect. We got it. Nice. All right, so Leia. Oh, no, couldn't stop her. Paplu down again. Getting there though, right? That'll get the Paplu back again and get the translation off of him. Physical damage, speed down, and taunt. I really don't want to taunt right now. R2 or Leia. Leia's a damage dealer. She's probably going to go in stealth again before we get a chance to kill her, but let's just try to keep her down if we can. Okay, this, if we call Paplu, that'll get the buffs off. That'll get some life back on these guys. Now I don't mind a call taunt. I can be dead again here in a second. That'll be fine. He's got days on, so he can't come back across the table at us. That's good. We'll just keep chugging away. I guess we got to kill the tank now because we don't have a way to dispel his debuffs till he's almost dead, but then we might as well make him dead. Get back on this Leia. What do you think, boys? Are we going to get this one? Got 3 guys down with their hands up and one... all of the Ewoks are up. Seems good. Pretty much GG's from here. Just have to not mess it up, right? I'll just do a basic. Just basic again. We're going to save that. Let's call. All right, we're doing well here, guys. We're doing well. Now we'll remove that turn meter. It takes a lot of hits to kill this little robot. Holy cow. Let's clear that stuff off and get everybody going. Robot down. All right, now, if we kill her, 3PO will still run away, right? Like he normally does. He still... Or do you actually have to kill him in this battle? I don't even know. Yep. Okay, so you still have to kill him. 0 threat level, though, right? I mean, he can't really do anything from this point. He's just waiting to die. We'll just put it on auto and let it rip. Auto time. Congrats on the Golden God. All right. 7 stars on our C-3PO now. He's got the silver leg, though. It's true to form. Got to have that bottom half of his right leg be silver. Okay. C-3PO. It turns out there are over 7 million ways to say we are doomed. Okay. Yay. Event complete. Let's go back to this event. That's a lot more fun than C-3PO. Nicely done. This is a tough one. All right. So we got to go back to resistance characters. And sort by speed. Poe needs his mods back. Give him over. Then we took from... Who else did we take from here? Resistance hero Poe. Get those mods back on. And then we took from Hermit Yoda assign his loadout back again. And then Shock T. Shock T. Assign a loadout there. And then the Grand Moff Gideon. Let's get his loadout back. Get him back to 370. All right. So there we go. Done. Do you have an executor on this account? Yes, I have the executor on my main account. Are you close to passively getting gas, or do you need all the droids? I mean, I think I have all of the characters for gas, right? Solo Journeys. The Gas Man. So if we look at his journey... So yeah, so we've got everybody at 7 stars, right? We can have him at 7 stars. So we've got, we've got all the characters. We just need to build up some of the robots big enough to do the event, I would imagine. Does Asajj Ventress have to be relicked for this? I can't remember if she's... I can't remember what all these guys need to be. So, yeah, obviously for the robots, but then You guys tell me, how close am I? Get those tenacity mods ready for CLS domination. Asajj at gear 12 is fine. Are the mod loadouts character specific or global for the account? They're global. Gear 11 is probably fine too, actually post changes. So yeah, then I just need the droids. I don't know. I haven't even looked into it. Well, that makes like, what, 11 things that I need now. I need JMK, I need gas, I need the Kyle Katarn, I need Dash Rendar, I need the whole Maul team, I need... Oh, man. Yeah. There's a lot of good stuff in the game that I can still work on. I don't think gas is going to be my next grab, though. I don't think so. Before the gas nerf, I had to go R3 on AV and droids. You forgot to include Lord Vader on that? No, I didn't complete the list. I mean, we still got Darth Revan. We still got Malak. We've still got... yeah, I mean, like, there's so much good stuff in the game that I need at some point. It's crazy. All right, so let's just take a quick look at the Loquitur teams, because on this side of things, I honestly don't think that much has changed in this account. We updated the Jedi squad, so that's good. Nest, I mean, this is all fine, right? Geos are the same, Padme's the same. Although we have Grandmaster Yoda in the Padme team. And I think as of right now, we've assigned Yoda to the Revan team. So we'll have to get Yoda out of here. And we'll just take 5s and slap 5s in there, because it's good enough. He'll be gear 12. Kenobi, we can take up relic levels. Yoda, we can take up relic levels. So as soon as we get our initial placement in GAC, like once we're placed, I'm going to blow up these guys on relics. I don't have a lot of relic materials, though, because I did take time out to farm both mission and T3. So I'm actually kind of low on signal data and stuff right now. Good on that. We need a lot of chromium transistors again. We're getting low. We need a lot of this stuff. Holy cow. This we can work on from Gideon, right? Let's see how many of these we can craft. So we got 3 of them. So we can get some more of the transistors, or the electrum conductors. We'll just drop one of them in there for now. 26. Zinbittle card 0. So anything that we want to relic 7, we're starting over. Zoiks. What do you think, guys? Should we just go ahead and... We're going to relicate something someday. We've got to. Kenobi and Yoda both. So let's just smash that in there. That gives us, I think, enough to relicate 1 character now. I mean, we may actually have enough to take a character to relic 8. Let me look. Yeah, other than those Zinbittle cards. So we've got the avocados. We've got that. So, yeah, so we can work on getting somebody up to relic 8. As soon as we get that initial placement. Probably Grandmaster Yoda first, right? We can get Kenobi up to maybe relic 5 and then take Yoda all the way up to 8 right away. But I think that's it for over here. I really haven't changed that much more of this stuff. We'll probably be keeping Treya for offense now. So we had that goofy little team that we did like two arenas ago. We'll probably go back to this. And then we need one other character to throw into that team, huh? Who's a garbage character that we can just throw in there? All these guys are taking on some team somewhere. No Sith. We're out of Sith, boys. They're all taken up doing something somewhere. Huh. Well? Just throw a placeholder in there. Maybe there's something that we have to do to get a Sith going at some point. Again, I think it becomes a lot easier after we get our initial placement. We can go ahead and maybe look at building Scion or building building Scion or Nihilus. I think we farmed up Scion, right? We may potentially have all the Scion shards we need. Come on. Where's Scion? Yeah, we've got plenty of Scion, 350. So we could take Scion all the way, put him on that team, start building him for Triumvirate. So we've got some options. We've got some things we can do. All right, squad arena changes should help with the low-level gear in the shop to help with relic salvage. Might not be a bad idea to save up squad arena tokens if you're not already. Any upgrade you're looking forward to on the Loquitur account most before the GAC launches? I don't know if we can get our Qui-Gon Jinn going to get the Omicron onto him. But if this all works out this week, I may set my target next week to go ahead and just, slam this guy into place. Because I've got a weak Revan. My Jedi really aren't that good. So what I could do, if I could get Qui-Gon up and running, I could just go into this Jedi team and turn that into a Qui-Gon team real quick. Kick out like Bastila Shan and just play it with him in the lead, Revan, the rest of these guys, and and get that going as a team that could probably be better than I deserve for the galactic power that would be in it. And of course, we can't resurrect Qui-Gon with Bindo, but it might be fun. Might be fun to get that team going. So what am I looking forward to? I'm just looking forward to building the stuff I've got. I've got clones too. So we're very close to having Shaak Ti in the 501st. I think I actually got my 7th star on Shaak Ti this week. I think we're done farming her. That's not Shaak Ti. Yeah, I think we have the 7th star for her ready to go. And the 501st, I actually have Echo and Rex farmed up. I would have to get the ARC Trooper up and running, but we're close to a Trooper team. And again, it's something that once they make the changes, I can just go ahead and go in there and pop these guys up and get them running. There's no harm to it. 5s will be big. We can throw Zeta on him, turn him into a sacrifice and run it. Holy cow, would you look at the time? I've been messing around on here for almost 4 hours now, guys. Holy cow. Holy cow. Hey, for anybody who's still sticking around just hanging out chatting, that's awesome, man. I love you guys. You guys are fantastic. Fantastic. Achievements. Oh, wow, look at that. I got something for C-3PO. Nice. I still got to go in and throw something at this. Right. Got, didn't do any squad battles or arena battles today. So we just got to go in here and forfeit out. I don't want to climb when it's not my time to climb. So I'm happy to just, like, let people have their payouts. So I'll just start the battle. And then immediately forfeit out. And that way I can qualify for my daily quests, because I haven't completed that part of the daily objectives yet. Now, I will say one thing, guys. The BlueStacks has been crashing like crazy on me. I don't know why, but like just in the last couple weeks, it crashes like crazy. And I'm worried that next time I get into GACs, I'm going to start having those crashes. Now, today on stream, like all day, it hasn't crashed. So that's good. That's a positive thing. But if anybody out there uses BlueStacks and knows of some kind of issue that's going on there, that there's a way to fix or something, I would love to know. Because I don't know it. Look at this. We can attack this Rancor. A rather interesting C comp. What were you looking at? Squad tabs? What do I have with C? Just stuff? I don't even remember what's in the C. Oh, this? Oh, the if you're looking at this, no, you're not looking at that. Oh, the Squad Arena thing. Okay, so what happens in Squad Arena is I only play with C and Watt. And if I don't pay attention, when I click on it, it automatically brings in 3 other characters. So it'll fill in like Vader and Anakin and somebody else. It'll just stick them into the team. So that's not the actual team that I use in Arena. I only do Sith, C and Watt. I'll clean that up on my second battle here. All right, let's do these guys in the Rancor. I have BlueStacks 5 and it crashes all the time. Yeah. I heard Arnold say that he had to upgrade to BlueStacks 5 to stop the crashing. I made my FPS cap to 30 and activated VSync in settings, and then it stopped. Okay, I'll have to take a look at that. Let's see. We're gonna do Merciless Massacre, Force Crush, and Kill the Button. Nope. I messed up. I messed that up. Come on, guys. Since the last Swigo update, BlueStacks doesn't work well. That's exactly it, Graham Case. That's what I saw. They did that upgrade, and like, as soon as they did that, like like blue stacks is garbage now or something. All right, let's do the Force Crush, and this time we'll actually hit the button like we're supposed to. There we go. Put that down on his head. Get this mass assist. Just do as much damage as we can. I don't want to do the culling blade because I want the defense down to stay. If we get Gideon, our damage is going to go way up. Now I'll just throw that because it's kind of the last chance I have to throw it. All my guys will die, and I get like 1.6, 1.5, probably. 1 million. That was a terrible run. Holy cow, that was terrible. That was terrible. Ooh, if I knew I was doing that bad, I would have restarted it. Yikes. All right, well, we'll get some more action in the last phase. We'll throw in our C team and some stuff like that in the last phase. Hey guys, I'm gonna quit streaming. We've been at this 4 hours, just chilling out, working on teams, getting that C-3PO event done. I really appreciate all the help you guys gave me. Why did you attack the Rancor with Solo Spy? If you haven't fed the Rancor something, you want to, in Phase 2 and Phase 3, you want to put a character in there and feed the Rancor because he has the insta-kill ability. So you put that on cooldown, and that also empties out the Rancor's turn meter. So he'll eat one guy and start at 0 turn meter, and then when you bring in your second team, you don't have to worry about him eating one of your guys right away. It helps a little bit. My spy is fast enough that I get one hit off, so I actually get to do damage before he eats me. So that's kind of fun. But yeah, you basically just, you know, feed Rose Tico or something like that to the Rancor. Let him eat. Because of the timing, Rancor eats whatever. Yeah. Yep. Feed the Rancor. Thanks for the stream and have a good rest of the day. Thanks, Nuke. Hey, and Nuke, thanks for joining the Patreon group. We appreciate that. I appreciate all you guys. All right, so let's close it out here. Hit the like saber on the way out if you haven't already. Hit the subscribe, hit the notification bell if you want to know when I'm on streaming or when videos come out. And join us over on the Discord. I can't say enough good things about the Discord. All kinds of good people over there, having good conversations and helping each other out. I think it's a great place to be. Probably one of the best Discords out there for newer players. So get on over there, get yourself some help. The link to the Discord is in the description of the video down below. You can just click on that. It'll take you right over there. Thank you all for watching. And I'll see you in the next holocron.